Howdy, folks. Welcome to another one of the Werewolf games that we play on the Dice Tower Facebook Werewolf group. We get together. You're welcome to come and join it. There's lots of different werewolf games. I run 1 or 2 games each week. This week, I only ran 1 game, but it was definitely a game. This one, I introduced a completely made-up character that I wanted to try out, mostly because I wanted to put a skeleton in the game somehow. And so this is the character I came up with. Let's see how it works.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Werewolf. We're going to go over the roles for the game tonight. So here is what we have. Let me go through the roles and you can ask your inevitable questions. All right, so first we have the Bodyguard. Bodyguard is a villager.
I have an inevitable question. Can I go
Bodyguard.
Get a pen now that I'm in?
Hang on a second. All right, the Bodyguard is on the Villagers team, and each night the Bodyguard will have a chance to defend somebody. If they defend correctly and the werewolves attack that person, then nothing will happen. The Bodyguard must pick different people on alternating nights. You can pick yourself if you want to. The Seer. The Seer gets to ask if someone's a werewolf or not. That's the only question. Yes, they're a werewolf. No, they're not a werewolf. The Hunter. If the hunter is killed, then they get to immediately take somebody else out. Frankenstein is in the game. Frankenstein will become the Bodyguard, Seer, and the Hunter if any of those dies. I'll tell you, Frankenstein, if that happens. Until then, you are a normal villager. We have we have a senator. I guess, yes, a senator. I'm sorry. The senator will also become Frankenstein if they die. The senator is an ordinary villager. You're not allowed to tell people you are the senator, but I will count your vote twice, up or down. Then we have an indeterminate amount of werewolves. There's at least 1 werewolf hunter and 1 werewolf cub. The werewolf hunter kills somebody if they get killed, and the werewolf cub, if the werewolf cub is killed, then the next night the werewolves will kill 2 people. No,
did I hear you say at least?
The next
at
night,
least one.
The next night, the werewolves will kill an additional person. I'm sorry, that's better phrased than 2 people.
Could there be more than 1 werewolf hunter?
What?
You said at least. Could there be more than 1 werewolf hunter?
So there's an indeterminate number of werewolves.
Evasive.
And then you said at least 1 werewolf hunter, implying there might be 2 or 3.
Yeah. We're also...
Okay.
We've allowed... Beer is back.
Oh, no.
So 1 person will be drunk until day 3. Now, more specifically, when I randomly rolled this up, the person who is drunk is most definitely something.
Okay.
All right. They are one of the roles. They just don't know what role they are. I'll tell you, you're a villager until day 3. We're also playing with a dream wolf. If one of the werewolves gets killed, then the dream wolf will become a wolf. You don't know you're a dream wolf. You think you're a villager until that happens. And the final thing we're playing with is a skeleton. So, the skeleton is the first person killed during the day by the villagers. That person becomes a skeleton. At night, I'm sorry, from then on, the skeleton is still in the game in the background. Turn off your video like normal, but you can't go on the chat. You can't go into the Discord that's for dead people. You have to stay out of that, please. And you also cannot communicate with people who are still in the game. But you definitely can watch. You can watch it and during the day, and you can watch at night. Each day, when we do the 2nd or 3rd vote, the skeleton is welcome to join. Turn your video back on mute, with no communication, but you get to vote. You can vote up or down. It's your choice. No villager, and I'm speaking specifically to the Steves in the room, no villager is allowed to, during the day, wonder what kind of information the skeleton can do by wearing different things or what have you at night. Please do not try to pass information. I will kill you on the spot. To the skeleton at night. It is quite possible the skeleton is a werewolf. But you don't know that. The first person who dies, I won't tell you what they are.
Oh.
But you can assume they're probably a villager since there is vastly more villagers in this village than there is werewolves. Another thing, when the skeleton shows up, they can show up in the second vote or the third vote. But whichever vote they choose to show up in, that's the last vote.
Oh.
So if they show up in the second vote,
that's the last vote.
Yes.
That day.
Also,
That's huge.
when the skeleton votes, and I'm going to ask you all to be somewhat honest here, I need everyone to vote on the count of 3. Not let the skeleton go on 3 and I'll go on 4. If that makes sense.
Is the skeleton allowed to do anything else while they're voting and muted? Can they?
No. You can smile or frown, but I don't care. But you're not, your communication should be done by vote only. And if the skeleton cannot control themselves, I'm just going to have you text me the vote.
And the skeleton basically sees everything at night,
The skeleton is all-knowing.
and then comes in and votes either up or down on a single
That's
vote.
correct. And that vote
Nice.
counts. And so, therefore, the skeleton is quite powerful, even if they're a werewolf.
If the skeleton was the senator, does the skeleton's vote count twice?
Yes.
Even if the Frankenstein got the senator's power?
I guess there would be 2 people with 2
Okay.
votes.
We will never find out that the first person who died was on which team.
You will, well, at the end of the game, I'll tell you.
Sure, but if in the event that one of them was a hunter, would we know at that point?
Well, yes.
I guess it could be a werewolf hunter.
Oh, if you kill someone and they're a hunter, then yes, that would be one way you would know for sure.
Okay.
Can the seer ask who he was?
The seer can ask only if someone is a werewolf or not. Also, we lost somebody here. Who was it?
Somehow Ayahu and Chris moved to the bottom.
No, we're down to 28. We had 29.
So does the skeleton vote after everyone else votes so we can't see?
No,
What's
they
he
vote at the
choosing?
same time. They just show up and they vote. You can see them. You can say hi. They just can't respond.
No, we see you, Gil.
It's Gil. No,
No,
I don't
Gil's
see Gil.
Again, they come in the second or third vote, and that is the
Yeah,
end
they
of the
can't
vote.
come in. They can't come in on the first vote.
Wait, now I see Gil.
But we'll know who that is because it's
Yeah,
going to be the
he's
first
still
person
Gil's
killed
still
during the
moving
battle
around
with the
too.
skeleton.
I can't read my own handwriting, but it seems to say Ryan or Ray and something like that. It starts with an R. Whoever's gone starts with an R.
No,
Ross.
Ryan's here.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, Ross is.
There's
I'm
a
still
Ross.
here too.
So is there no Sasquatch, Tom?
What? Oh, no.
Is there no Sasquatch?
Wait, there's no Sasquatch?
There's no Sasquatch. We're going to make things real simple here, and I'm not going to say
Thanks to you,
any person
Jason.
in particular drove me to this.
Thanks.
If the villagers
William.
don't kill someone during the day, the next night the werewolves get to kill twice.
Oh, that's interesting.
Ooh.
It was a choice between number 37 and
Ah,
the
it was
Sasquatch.
William.
Is that what you're saying?
He's back.
Yes. I got
like
booted
that.
somehow.
Makes
I
sense?
don't
So
know.
you
That's
certainly
any
have
time
the
the
choice.
village.
You certainly have the choice to not kill somebody.
That's any time the village doesn't kill somebody. The werewolves
That's
get 2
correct.
kills.
And that means if the skeleton shows up on vote 2 and it's an innocent vote, then the werewolves killed twice. Happily, we have 29 people here to kill. Plenty of targets. It is a target-rich environment.
Excellent.
You say excellent. I haven't told you if you're a werewolf yet.
No, I think this is a great combination.
Well, wouldn't there be 28 people to kill? Because the werewolves would be
Shut
killing
up.
everyone else.
All right. So anyway, are
Can
we
we mute
ready?
him already?
All right, go ahead and talk amongst yourself. I'm going to start texting you your roles. Remember, if you're drunk or the dream wolf, I'm just going to say villager. So you might, everyone who gets villager, you might be more.
All
I'll play as a villain.
I'm probably
Hey, guys,
going to
it's
kill
been
everyone
forever.
on my second page. No offense.
Oh, this is going to drive me nuts with the whole two screen thing.
Yeah, it's horrendous.
Should have the option.
Dead soon enough. I fit it on one, but
Yeah.
How do
you get it on one?
how do we get on?
The top right, there's a view button. You touch that.
Just
and
kill a few
then-
people.
Good point too.
I got gallery view and speaker view. If I go,
Yeah, I think some computers just can't do it. I've heard
So-
it caps at 25.
Victor, on the bottom left-hand corner, there's a stop video.
Okay.
There's like a little arrow on. Click the arrow, then you can click video settings, and then the main screen there. If you scroll down, it's below Spotlight My Video when I speak. The one below that would be display up to 49 participants, and it's grayed out on a lot of people's computers.
Haha.
If you're able to, that's how you do it.
Haha. That's awesome. I feel like such an old head. How do you work this technology?
No, it's when you start yelling at people.
Get off my lawn.
Gen X, we're right between the two other generations where we can use the technology, but we still yell at it.
I don't understand the Twitters. What's this Discord? I'll tell you what's Discord. People on my lawn.
I barely know how to use my iPhone.
Victor, I'm glad you put a hat on. Now I can recognize you.
I felt a little naked without it. Just got home from like a 4-hour drive.
It's never a
Was
3 hour.
it just a 4-hour drive for fun, or
No, visiting a relative that I haven't seen in quite a few years.
Is John just writing on his cup instead of using a phone?
Let me get out the Cricket.
Get my Razor flip phone. Hey, at least I came home to an exciting thing on my porch. I just got a Kickstarter in the mail.
Oh, nice. Which one?
Nice.
What is that?
Pacific Rails.
Pacific Rails Inc.
Oh, okay. Are we doing show and tell? I got to show this one.
Hey, we're filling time. Look, it's got these. Oh, look at these. Hold your bits in.
Oh, that's
look
very
at that. Oh, that's cool.
We lost somebody.
yeah,
That might have been Gil.
I think it was good.
Yeah, this came in the mail yesterday, so I'm pretty excited about it.
Is that Gugon?
Oh, nice.
Hey, wait, aren't you Canadian?
Nice.
Yep.
Shouldn't you get Wolverine stuff? He's the Canadian superhero.
Well,
what are you talking about? Wolverine's Australian.
Or Green Lantern?
I don't know.
Isn't Ryan Reynolds Canadian?
he is Captain
Is
Canuck.
that made out of vibranium for real?
It's
Of course.
yes, it is. Clone.
Made of unobtainium.
Yeah. So I've been resisting the urge to throw it for almost 20 hours now.
What you're saying is if we vote you at first, you're going to throw it at the screen.
Oh, yeah. Whoever the bodyguard is, I'll send it to you so you can use it as a prop.
Put the game on pause. Wait for it to come in the mail.
It's like almost as bad as Arboretum condition.
Oh, who dropped again?
Gil again.
Oh,
What is
Gil.
he doing?
I don't want to be the guy that brings it up. Are we
That hotel connection.
Should we
He's tethering his mobile.
Tethering his
Again, I like
his
to point
mobile.
out that if your internet connection is bad, it doesn't affect just you.
Yeah.
Well, let's vote him out second then.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we don't need him being the skeleton.
He said he'd be fine to watch, so I would message him.
If he's into that kind of thing.
Oh.
This is being recorded on the Dice Tower Network. Thank you. All right.
Proud member of the Dice Tower Network.
Anytime someone says what, they know exactly what they did. All right. Everybody should have got something from me. Well, except for Gil, because he's not here.
Gil, what's going on?
He was a werewolf anyway. It's fine.
Sign off if you're not here.
Well, if there's anybody else on the wait list, you could just sub them in, I guess.
We're just,
we made an
if he doesn't
exception for
show back
Jason.
up, we're just going to assume he died and keep going on.
Okay.
And then if there's a role involved with that, I'll let you know how that we'll handle that. Okay. That's it. Everyone has it? Good. Alrighty. Well, unfortunately, Gil, if you come back, you're dead. And he was a villager. All right. Let's get started.
But he's not the...
Good night. He's not the skeleton. Good night, everybody. It's the first night in the village. What a wonderful night this has been. You have moved your village off the ancient burial site. Well, you did it like 3 times. You have a knack for finding ancient burial sites, but the guy who sold it to you in that very, very cheap suit assures you no burial site here. That being said, let's start with the werewolves. Let's have a meet and greet. So if you're a werewolf, just say hi to your compatriots. All right, thank you. And now we'll go to the seer. Seer, who would you like to know if they are a werewolf or not? All right, good morning. A scream, a sigh, and you find 2 people dead playing a vicious game of Lost Cities, Gil and myself. So that's sad, but you're mostly sad because one of you notices some blood got on the game, and that's worse than the death itself for at least a few of you, and you know that's true. Who would have done it? We have a huge crowd tonight, so we got 3 minutes to make our greetings, and then I'm going to start having you kill each other.
Jeez, only 3
Someone
minutes.
should have sleeved those cards. That's all I'm saying. If you had sleeved them, we could have wiped the blood off.
I have a theory here. I have a theory, and hopefully everyone hears me out on this one.
It was a Sasquatch.
2 minutes and 40.
No. If you guys kill me on a skeleton, you won't have to hear me talk the rest of the game. And I really want to be the skeleton because it's so cool. I'm nominating myself. I want to be the skeleton.
Wait, okay, hang on.
But you could be a werewolf.
Please kill me.
Yeah, you guys want to hear me talk.
I think that's a sacrifice we're willing to make.
Did you just nominate yourself, Jason, for real?
You could be a
Am I
werewolf.
allowed to nominate myself? I mean,
Yes,
I
you
want to
are.
be the skeleton.
I'll nominate myself.
Well, hang on. Jason nominated himself. Is there a second for that?
We're allowing this?
What's happening? I think we need to talk about it more.
Yeah, we should. I don't think we should risk it because of the.
I would always rather kill a werewolf than.
All right, there's no second.
No, not the first time.
First night.
First time.
Come on now.
Yeah, then they'll become the skeleton.
Yeah, but
They win as the
That is a good point.
They win
Very
as the
good point.
werewolves.
But the
You
skeleton
can gain
is
so much information though, because the skeleton kind is like a second seer.
Well,
But
they're
if the
more than
skeleton is a
They're a
werewolf,
werewolf,
then
then
we're
they'll be
doomed.
Yeah,
voting
exactly.
against us.
Let's
we
just.
do not want
What
to
is
vote on
the
werewolf.
downside of Jason dying?
If
first?
he's a werewolf,
If he's a werewolf.
But we still have a werewolf dead.
no, I think he would say that either way. Like I think he would want to be killed either way.
I agree.
So.
It'd be pretty obvious that they're a werewolf if he votes down and ends up being a villager.
But even
the first,
still,
the first
even if
person who's killed, are you going to tell us that person's a villager or a werewolf?
No.
I will not.
Nope.
Just that one person.
and,
Yeah, so
and their alliance stays as werewolf.
The only way you would know is if they were one of the 2 hunters.
Which was my idea to pitch when I asked that, is to
Maybe-
ask
maybe we
the
should
hunter
let
to come out
If they're
just to
drunk,
confirm that there is a good
If they're drunk,
skeleton,
they're still a
unless-
villager.
werewolf hunters, though.
I prefer Colton's
That's
idea
true.
because we can have a drunk seer right now.
But I mean, if the werewolf hunter wants to give up their ability right now,
Darn it, I so wish I was the hunter in this game. Darn it, I wish I was the hunter. But I'm not the hunter, unfortunately.
Yeah, but why would we want the hunter like wasting their ability on possible villagers?
Frankenstein would get
So
it.
that they can be safe. So I will point out that a smart werewolf would vie to become the skeleton because that would be a superpower play. But
I'm not, and I'm vying for it.
I am too. Because Blake did it, and I want to do it.
Everyone who has asked, who has said that a werewolf would do it and is accusing me of being a werewolf, I'm just marking you guys down.
Well, whatever.
No one's worried about that.
Down, and that's what it
Nobody's
is.
worried about that.
Blake
Just go out
did a good
and
job.
check my name.
Blake did a good job as a ghost.
I'm marking down that you're marking it down.
I also didn't accuse you. I just pointed out that thing, which also, if it would be for Blake and me, who are also vying for it.
Okay, John, I marked down that you marked down, that Jason marked down, that we marked down.
I thought everyone didn't want to hear me theorize the whole game, and this way I could just come in and help us and not have to theorize everything.
I mean, you theorize in a good way, Jason. So, like,
Blake, I want to hear your case.
I'm willing to do it, Jason. I'll nominate you.
No,
he's already nominated himself. He just needs
but
to
no one
second
seconded.
No one seconded it.
I'm going to second myself. I'm going to second
Victor,
that
is
vote.
that
That's
a nomination?
official. That's official.
All right.
So
is there a
here's my
second?
defense. I second it. I
All
second
right. So
myself.
Jason seconds his own nomination. Jason, what's your defense?
So here's my defense. First of all, I'm a villager. Second of all, I'm a smart player, so having a smart player be the skeleton might help the village team a lot. And I feel like I could do useful being a villager. Plus, you guys won't have to hear me talk about this the whole time for the rest of the game. So it benefits us in multiple ways across the board if you vote to kill me now.
I think this is an all-star cast right now, and anyone could be a good skeleton.
I just wonder if he's lying because he just said he's a smart player.
Yeah.
But I think that.
I don't know why we're discounting what
I will point out, it doesn't take a smart player to vote for the
Everyone's
people they
talking
know.
over each other here.
Yeah.
JoJo has a point to make.
Well, Connor, you were saying, I imagine the hunter doesn't want to come out. Now, if the hunter does want to come out, then I would be happy to kill said hunter so that they can confirm skeleton, but they probably maybe don't want to die first.
It's a waste of his ability.
He also might be killing him.
Right, but then the Frankenstein will take on the hunter role.
I'll do it. It's better for two of them to have that role.
All right. Time's up here, folks.
That's true.
We're voting on Jason here.
Wait, my other defense is if we kill the hunter,
time's up.
we
We got
can
vote.
lose two of us.
We're
And that's
not- I
bad,
don't-
think.
Yeah, but we get it confirmed.
I've missed this so much.
All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I hate you all. Oh no, someone voted me down. At least the people did. I hate most of you right now.
This is a weird dynamic.
I hate you guys for keeping me alive.
I want to be the skeleton. Like if no one else, I really want to be it because I'm good at puzzling and I feel like I could help.
That's
So I
6
just wanna-
no. Hang on, folks. That's 6 no. That's 6 kill and 23 not kill.
I just want to point out that the hunter is not like a verified person because we have a werewolf hunter.
There's two hunters.
Yes.
And
That's correct. So if you kill a hunter, I'm just going to say it's a hunter.
Okay.
okay,
Oh, also, did you say that the skeleton can keep his eyes open at night?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I thought. Okay.
They have
Is that-
a lot of information. They have
Well, that's
all the
why I'm not understanding puzzling it out. Like, basically, can you see when people have their eyes open?
Right.
puzzling it out makes no sense. You're voting up or down. If you're doing anything else, you're cheating the system, which isn't in the spirit of the skeleton anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
So anyway, I'm just going to
everyone else.
nominate myself. You can do with it what you will, but I'd like to be it also.
All right.
Yeah.
Ayahu's nominated himself. Is there a second for that?
I will point out that I have prepared. I have spent about 2 minutes preparing for this nonsense.
Yahoo, we played earlier tonight. We didn't
Ross,
even know
did you
who
second
was
that?
in when you
I
nominated.
second it.
All right. Ayahu, you've been nominated and seconded. What's your defense?
Actually, what's your offense?
Well, exactly.
My offense is that I have created 3 files for doing this, and one will be me voting up, and one will be me voting down, and one will be me ready to vote. So I will not be giving anything extra away. I will be doing what I will be making Tom happy.
Good, because I was about to kill you.
But explain to us why you're a villager and why you're the safe person to make a skeleton.
Oh, well, I don't know that really there's anything anybody can do to convince anybody there's anybody's anything. I mean, I am a villager. I'm a vanilla villager, so I'm not hurting the team by dying. And I don't know. Statistically speaking, I am a villager, but that's true of everyone. So
unless you're the drunk,
I think Ayahu's player.
I could be a drunk werewolf. That would be interesting.
Or the dream wolf.
Okay, I'm just making a note. I'm just being honest right now. I'm making a note. If you guys vote for a Yahoo, I'm a vanilla villager also. And if you guys vote for a Yahoo, I'm noted to people who support Yahoo. And
All right, time for the vote.
So bizarre.
This is emotional blackmail.
I thought we were keeping politics out of this game.
All right, ready.
I'm glad that these roles are being treated like this.
1, 2, 3.
So many people.
So I don't know if people are voting to kill me because they don't like me or because they like me.
Vote.
All right.
See, I was torn.
That's
Yes.
10 votes to kill and 19 votes to not kill.
Okay. I want to throw something out there.
Werewolves here.
Hang on. Victor, what'd you say?
Is anybody been paying attention to the thumb numbers and the number that Tom is saying, so we could figure out the double vote?
Yeah, you can't figure it out yet. They were on the good side.
It's way too fast.
Well, the other problem is you can't really figure it out if you can't see everybody. So only people that have.
Aren't you guys taking screenshots?
I want to throw out an idea real quick that Kyle mentioned briefly.
Yeah, I want to hear
Go ahead,
So-
J-Mac.
Okay, so Kyle mentioned briefly about the Dream Wolf. So if the Dream Wolf decides they would prefer to stay a villager, coming out now as the Dream Wolf, we can kill you. You'll become.
They don't know they're.
They don't know they're the Dream Wolf.
Can I throw something out before we nominate anyone else? I do think we should nominate between a Yahoo and Jason.
Well, Jason's about to
I think the likelihood of them both being werewolves is unlikely, so I think we go with one of them of who we think is more likely to be a werewolf.
I agree.
And the other problem is two of the roles potentially are werewolves and don't know it. So like there's that.
Well, here's the deal. Let me clear that up. Hang on, folks. Let me clear that up. If you die as a villager, you're a villager. You don't. The skeleton will not become. If the Dream Wolf, it becomes a skeleton. They won't become a wolf at all. It actually neuters the Dream Wolf. And
Okay,
also,
can I? Because I didn't.
I would like to bring up.
I don't know if I'm a Dream Wolf or a drunk, but I know I'm a villager. I know.
Okay, Jason, you made your case already. Can I please say something? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm Team Village. I think I've been getting killed very early in these games, so I wouldn't mind being the skeleton. I think most people think I'm good at this game because I was a ghost once and I did really well. I know this is a much easier role, but I think you should kill me. Let me be the skeleton. The only reason I voted up for Yahoo is because he does take so many notes. He does notice so many things. I feel like you want a player like that.
We need to kill Yahoo. Yeah.
Well, the problem is there's 28 players, so I'm not going to be able to take notes for quite a while, and everything is very messed up. I have 25 spots, so and I can't even figure out who's in this game and who's
I'll
not.
dominate Yahoo.
It's impossible.
Wait, I'm so confused.
All right.
Before we do anything, I'm so confused.
Yahoo. Is there a second for that?
What?
I'll
No
second
one's
it.
seconded yet. Oh, you guys
Damn it,
suck.
Kyle.
You guys suck so bad.
Hey, Yahoo, you nominate and second it.
Just because you don't get what you want doesn't mean that we all suck.
I am super suspicious of Jason because lately he has been trying to alpha player talking and like letting other people speak, but he immediately this game was like, do what.
I wanted
He
the
didn't
cool
do his
role.
meditation because he didn't realize he was
Talking
playing.
about
because he cut out.
I wanted the cool role.
All right.
I wanted the cool role
Yahoo,
to
it's
help
your
the
defense
village.
here. This is the third
who
vote, by the
seconded?
way. Again, it's possible for the skeleton thing to happen tomorrow if nobody gets killed tonight.
But then
That
two
better not.
werewolf
Right?
kills.
Not
Yes,
right.
there will be 2 werewolf kills if that happens.
But does
Oh,
it have to
that's
be a
true.
daytime kill for that ability, or could it be a nighttime kill?
No, it's daytime only.
Well, I'm still waiting for
First
Yahoo's
kill.
defense.
I would like to be the skeleton, and I'm pretty sure that I've said everything that I could possibly say to convince you. So do what you will. But if you don't kill me, we're gonna have 2 villager kills tonight, which is not good.
Yeah,
The good
no,
thing with that is
no.
that we confirmed villagers.
This
Don't
is the
burn
third
me,
vote of
Yahoo.
day 1.
When they're
Don't
dead.
vote me out.
That's not a good
Don't burn me.
Joseph. That doesn't help at all.
I'm trusting you right now.
Thumbs ready. Ready. 1, 2, 3.
I heard
Unanimous. Why do you do a screenshot? There's literally
That's
no
an
upvote.
awesome screenshot.
This is probably the most interesting day 1 I've ever been a part of.
That's
Wow.
27 to kill, 2 not to kill. Good. And Yahoo, you're dead.
What?
And he had 2 arms. Good night, everybody. All right, we'll start with the bodyguard. Who would you like to protect on night 2? Thank you. All right, werewolf or werewolves? Who would you like to take out? All right, thank you. All right, Seer. Who would you like to know about? All right, good morning, everybody. After an impassioned plea to kill him first, Blake, you have been killed second. Blake is dead, and he was a villager. All righty, so let me clarify this.
Seer.
Let me clarify this before we start here. I'm not going to say anything, Yahoo, here. When I call the second vote, and when people put their thumbs up, that's when you can come on or not come on. But if you do come on, you are signaling that's the end. There can be no communication about whether it should be the end to you. Again, no one here can overtly or, secretly communicate with the skeleton. You don't know the skeleton exists. They're only in the corner of my mind, the all-seeing moderator. And you can talk about the skeleton for sure, and you can talk about what they've done the next day. That's not a problem. If skeleton doesn't show up during the second vote, they definitely should show up on the third vote. All right.
What if he doesn't show up?
So they have to show up?
No, the skeleton doesn't have to show up in the second or third vote, but that seems like it would be a bad idea for whatever team they're on.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
I just like my little note that I like to point out is that Matt and Chris are not senators.
We shouldn't be discussing that.
Oh, we shouldn't say that.
I don't think if people realize it, but you don't want the werewolves to key in on that for later on.
Yeah. Whoever's the seer, please write down which day you checked, which night you checked people, because with the drunk and the dream wolf, that matters.
Yeah. Quick.
Can I ask a question?
Quick question. Who seconded Ayahu?
Okay, hold on.
Steve was asking a question.
I don't think your mic's out.
It was Joseph who seconded.
Okay,
Yahoo.
Steve, Gertrude, what were you saying?
Well, just early on in day one, all I could see on my screen, like amongst all 25 faces I've got, is Chris doing some crazy hand gestures and points and whatever else. So I just want to know why he was doing that. He kept on pointing to himself, so he didn't say anything.
What was that about?
Yeah.
You should have just picked me. I said it a couple times. I was
You wanted to be skeleton.
I'll do it. And then I was like, hey, over here,
okay.
I'll do it. That's all.
Okay, that's cool.
That's okay. That's okay.
I think we made a big error yesterday. Instead of having people volunteer because they wanted to be the skeleton, we should have discussed who would have been the best skeleton. And I think it's the senator would have been the best skeleton. Obviously, the senator can't save the skeleton. But like, if we had just been quiet and not just jumped around throwing.
Aside from the senator can't say that they're the senator.
No, but if we had just been quiet for the first 2 minutes, just saying, "Well, this is what we think," then the senator could just say, "Oh, I would like to be the skeleton." Don't have to say to the senator.
Maybe the senator.
Yeah, but a werewolf would do it anyways, Matthew.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
A werewolf would jump on that.
I'm just saying, the first 3 minutes yesterday was just people volunteering fun. That
So
wasn't
maybe
helpful
one of
stuff.
them was the senator.
Maybe.
I doubt it.
I don't understand why you guys think that the werewolf would want to die. I think it would be really obvious that the skeleton was a werewolf. Because if you kill somebody and then they end up being a villager, it's like, okay.
Yeah, but
clearly.
there's still.
you'd be able to tell right away.
until that
But the werewolf
point,
is
they have
still
extreme
taking
power.
away information.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
That's true.
The werewolves
I
would
guess.
definitely want to lose one of them to have that power the whole rest of the game.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know, which is why,
I guess I undervalued that.
which is why I marked down every single person who supported, not the votes, but every single person who supported Yahoo by voice. I marked down to if any of them are werewolves, we'll know that he's a werewolf.
Jason, I'm going to tell you exactly why I voted up for you not to die is because I don't think you just deserve to get what you want just because you want it. Like that's not how life works. That's just not how life works, man.
Okay.
Well, no one else jumped in.
A Yahoo did, and you're like, well, if anyone does it for a Yahoo, they're bad in my books. It's like that doesn't make any sense.
Jason, if you're a villager, I think most of us think that you would be more helpful to the village team as a villager out in werewolves than as the skeleton.
Yeah, that was my thinking.
I preferred Jason over Yahoo.
That's why I didn't want Yahoo to do it, because Yahoo
we joke
takes
around about
immaculate
Jason
notes.
talking a lot, but
All right, it's time for the first nomination. I'm keeping better track here of time now.
Okay.
So
you should take that as like an honor, as like a positive thing, Jason, that we want to keep you alive.
First one doesn't matter.
Okay, so I'm going to risk starting another fight. I am going to nominate Jason, and the reason I'm going to nominate Jason is because I feel like, could he have been the werewolf and wanted that role, right?
Yes.
Like, so other than it's a cool role, could it be that it's basically no pressure and you get to watch the entire thing and you get to control when the votes stop? That's a pretty powerful role for either side. I'm just putting it out there.
It's actually a more powerful role for the werewolf.
All right,
than it
is there
for a villager.
hang on a second before we go any farther? Is there a second to that?
I'll second it.
All right, Jason, what's your defense?
Okay, I'm not a werewolf. I'm a villager. I wanted the role because it's cool. Just like in the other game with Gil, when I said kill me so I can be the ghost, and then everyone voted for Gil. I want the cool role because it's a cool role, plain and simple. If you kill me, you're killing a villager. You'll see I'm a villager. I still don't know if Yahoo is or not because he jumped in after I was the first one to offer. He then said, "No, I want to do it."
Well,
and some people.
It's because you just immediately started talking, so of course he has to wait.
But I believe Jason. I think he just wants a cool role.
I agree, but I think he would do it either way. So I don't think I'm not any more suspicious of
All right,
it.
let's vote.
Okay, Jay,
All
can I
right,
have one
let's
question
vote.
for you
This
before
is
we vote?
vote
If we can?
one.
If you stop complaining, this is J-Mac.
Skeleton
If
roll.
you stop complaining about not being able to be the skeleton, we'll keep you alive. If you're going to keep complaining, I think we
I'm not
have to get
complaining
rid of
anymore
you.
about it. I'm
All
just
right.
saying.
I need your thumb. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's 24. Hang on a second. I might.
Apologies for my son
Yes,
singing
it's
in the
24
background.
to not kill and 2 to kill.
So Ross, why did you vote up after nominating him? Did he
Because
convince
it's
you?
day one. I just wanted
Right.
to get the information and we'll see which way the wind was blowing.
I hope this wasn't considered by a Yahoo, but it's actually a powerful role for a werewolf than it is for a villager, the skeleton, because if we know that the skeleton's a werewolf, they'll influence the vote and we'll vote against what they're voting for, which means the werewolves then get to kill 2 people that night.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm hoping
I would-
that wasn't discovered
Skeleton
before.
thing's a done deal. I mean, we could just move on, right?
Yeah,
I would like to nominate someone who I have a hard time reading. Does anybody object to that?
Depends. Who is it?
I'd like to nominate Julia.
Ooh.
All right, so Guami, are you nominating Julia?
Yes.
Are we taking out one of the very few women in the game already? Are we doing
I
that?
didn't say I'm taking her out.
All right, is there?
Are we doing
Hang
that?
on. Let's do this in proper order. Is there a second for this? Remember, the second vote can possibly be your last.
Nothing.
All right, nothing.
I bet you she's not the Sasquatch.
Julia, are you the Sasquatch?
Thank God. Finally.
I just go back to, I think everybody should have voted up because the skeleton's in the game for the very first vote, and Victor and Harriman both voted down. So I feel like that kind of shows them as possibly guilty.
I seconded the vote.
I
so
just
I was
wanted
taking
them, I
my
want them dead
guns.
the first time. I want them dead, and I'm just enjoying the chatter, and
Okay, so here's my thinking
I'm busy
now.
punching pieces.
Here's my thinking now. I know Victor always attacks me in every game, so I'm used to that. Anyway, here's my thinking at this point. If what you're bringing up, Don, is sort of what I was thinking, is that if a Yahoo is bad and the people who were aggressive towards me, even in turn one, were Harriman, Victor, if we put both of them up and he's bad, eventually he's going to have to come in and stop the vote. So we'll get more information and find out if he really is a werewolf that turned or not, based on putting up people that defended him in the third vote. Because if he doesn't come in the second vote and then we find out he's a werewolf, that means he's protecting them to not die. So I say we got to put up people who were hard Yahoo supporters. It's the only thing that makes sense to get more information out of the village right now, unless people don't agree with me.
That's not necessarily true. He doesn't stop us killing somebody. He just makes that the last vote. Like we could still vote that person out.
Yeah, and Jason, the problem is there were 10 people that vote. I think there were like 10 people that voted to not have, or to there were only 10 people that said, the first time that wanted Yahoo dead to be the skeleton. So
there were 3 very vocal people. There were 3 very, very vocal people about it.
Who?
And
Who were they?
Who were they?
Harriman, Victor, and you, Jojo, were the 3 vocal people.
That's not correct.
Wait, hold up.
Because I was anti-Yahoo because I know he takes copious notes.
And hold up, I was vocal to kill Yahoo.
You know, I was vocal to save Yahoo.
I was vocal for the hell. I was trying to kill you, Jason. I was on Team
the
Jason.
3 of us were all trying to save Yahoo and kill you. Sorry, but you're welcome.
I didn't hear Harriman.
Come on.
All right, I need a second nomination, please.
What?
That's a
Is this the definition of gaslighting?
Yes.
Yes.
I need
yes.
a nomination.
I nominate Harriman.
All right.
I'm going to second it.
All right, Harriman, you've been nominated and seconded. What's your defense?
Yeah, my defense is I didn't want Yahoo to die because I know that he takes amazing notes and he's very good and very thorough. So I didn't want him to be that person. Beyond that, have a little bit of a history going back nominating each other. I'm not too worried about it. I'm a villager. I could be the Dream Wolf, I guess. But it's the first vote. Don't kill me. I take notes not quite as well as a Yahoo. And we'll see what happens in the end.
All right, this is vote number 2 of day 2. Thumbs ready?
Number 2 or number 1?
This is number 2. First one was
number 2, isn't it?
Jason.
No, Jason was number 1 with Ross and.
Yep, this is number 2.
All right, thumbs ready?
Is the skeleton here?
Yahoo popping in here? It looks
Would Yahoo be in here this morning?
No. I'm watching.
What if he wants to?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
That's 25 votes to not kill, 1 vote to kill.
So Chip is the only one who voted down, and Yahoo didn't come in. So if Yahoo's good, that means Chip is not good. Or at least that's what we have to go by the theory of.
Or Chip was trying to prove he's not a senator. Just don't even. That's not even a thing.
Yeah, Chip, do you want to give any reasoning?
Yeah, I want to leave it to the last vote if possible.
Okay.
Don't have anything specific against Harriman. Whole voting for Yahoo, voting against Yahoo. It's unclear. Actually, you, Jojo, for example, you said that you voted to keep him. You actually voted to kill Yahoo on the first vote as well, but you voted to kill Jason as well. So you voted down. You voted down on every vote in the first day.
I did?
I saw that too. Yes, you did.
I didn't know that.
but I think I don't know. It's hard to put too much weight on those votes.
I don't think it matters right now because we don't know if either Jason or Yahoo were werewolves or not. So,
am I reading this correctly? Strategy vote for skeletons. Given the fact that he didn't come in, if he were a good villager, the fact that he did not come in to vote down on Harriman suggests Harriman is a villager.
Right. That's what I thought it was weird that Chip would vote down. I thought that was obvious.
So here's my thinking, and I know this might sound crazy, but if we nominate Harriman again, we'll find out if he's good or bad, and we'll find out.
No. We already kind of.
That's a terrible plan.
I nominate Jason.
Yeah, this is the only reason I'm.
All right, Harriman nominates Jason. Is there a second for that?
Second.
Wait.
All right, Jason, what's your defense?
I'm a villager. Now I think Harriman's a werewolf. I think Jojo's a werewolf. I think Ross is, because those are the 3 that went after me.
Jason.
Yeah, they went after you, so they must be bad, right?
No. Because I specifically said if we nominate Harriman again, we could find out more about Yahoo if he's good or bad. And you're the one going after
no.
It's the 3rd vote. He's
we'll
going to
find that out right now.
This is the end of voting regardless.
Jason, we can find out now if you're good or not.
And if he votes up for you, then he'll clear you.
And when you find out I'm good, then I just
Time
want to make
vote.
a mark. My mark is on Jojo.
Oh, there he is.
Ready.
And Nick
Voting. 1, 2, 3.
Oh. Sorry, Jason.
Oh, oops.
That's 23 to kill and 3 not to kill. Sorry, Jason is dead, and Jason was a villager. Good night, everybody. All right. Well, let's start here. with the bodyguard. Bodyguard, who do you want to defend? Thank you. Werewolf or werewolves? Who would you like to know about? Sorry, I'm not going to tell you about anyone. Who would you like to kill? Thank you. Seer. Who would you like to know about? All right, good morning, everybody. Well, for the first time in many, many games, Steve, you didn't make it to the final 10. You are dead, and Steve was a villager. Also, I am now pressing return here. If the person who was drunk is still in the game, then they just sobered up and they know what they really are. All right, it's day 3.
I wanted to bring something up, and this is just what I thought it was weird that I think I heard Harriman and JoJo both said, sorry, Jason, before we knew he was a villager. Why did you guys say that before we even knew?
Didn't you see Ayahu's thumb?
Ayahu voted up. Ayahu voted
I
up.
know. I saw Ayahu like this. Why does that confirm that Ayahu was good? What? I mean, he could have been bad.
Well, but now
Most likely he was good.
Yes, but now it's sort of
If he was bad, he wouldn't
give
out himself on the first vote, voting down someone who's obviously going to get.
So, and it also confirms that Harriman isn't a good one.
Listen, if I was a werewolf on the third vote, I would vote up because guess what? We're all voting down because we don't want 2 kills. That doesn't clear a Yahoo on the third vote.
Yeah.
No, but it does clear Jason before we all knew.
Jason.
That's
the point.
If it was a werewolf, Ayahu would have voted no matter what.
Yes. If Jason was a villager, Ayahu clearly voted up because he knows he's a villager. If Jason was a werewolf, he would have voted down.
I disagree.
No, he would fool us. He would vote up just to fool us for a while.
It's the third vote. We were killing him no matter what.
So Connor, Connor. So the exact same logic goes the other way. Even if a Yahoo was a werewolf, if Jason was a werewolf, then he would vote down on the third vote because he doesn't want to vote up.
No, give himself away.
I thought it was weird that you guys were both saying "oh no" before it happened.
Well, because no matter what, whether a Yahoo's a werewolf or not, they knew once a Yahoo does this that he was a villager.
Yes,
that's pretty obvious.
That we were wrong, essentially.
Yeah.
But I want to point something out. We didn't give Jason a chance to defend himself. So he might have been a role and he didn't claim anything, but he would have been
a villager.
I don't think if he had a role,
I was killing him on principle. It's like a kid that didn't get the brand new shiny toy.
I don't think if he was a role, he wouldn't have said, "Make me skeleton, kill me immediately." I don't think he would have.
Yeah. So if I'm getting this right,
because the role, then too bad.
Because the skeleton comes before we decide to go up or down, it's better for him not to come unless it's the werewolf. So we know.
Don't think there's
the second one.
Again, let's be careful not to try to give coded information to the.
Can't talk about it, right?
No, you can talk about what they did, not what they should do.
What they should do.
Yeah, right.
Not coach the skeleton.
So has anyone got anything?
I don't think we can
after Jason and after the skeleton. Has anyone got anything?
I just don't think we can clear a Yahoo until we kill a werewolf and he voted the right way.
I
agree.
I agree with that, but I also don't think we can say anything about the people that said, "Oh, sorry, Jason," because it's pretty obvious.
It was weird to me. That's all. That's the only reason why I put it.
No,
It's not weird.
it's because I nominated and voted
We should
kill.
be a little bit careful. Like this was the same when we had the ghost. Like the only thing we focused on was the ghost. Like we shouldn't forget about the actual normal game when we, nominate people or try to find out stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll get more information about him as he votes. On
exactly.
other
Talking about
days.
him doesn't really doesn't change anything.
Also, if he is the werewolf, he will act like a villager until the very end, so he doesn't lose our trust. So
I just want to. J-Mac is a great player, and he had 2 counter votes on the first day. He voted down both first votes. You got a reason for that, J-Mac?
Because I didn't think it mattered too much. I mean, so when it was for Jason, I thought if he's a skeleton, then we don't have to deal with him complaining about not being the skeleton. when it was a Yahoo, I thought I trust his judgment, and as long as he's not a werewolf, I think he'll be a good skeleton. So that's why I voted down both times. I actually think I voted down all 3 times.
He did, but the first 2 were counter votes, which is
just barely on the Yahoos though.
Yeah, but that was my reasoning.
Sam, we haven't heard anything from you yet. What are you thinking?
Only that I wanted to get past the skeleton talk because I also agree that we're missing the main part of the game. And with that, it's so early that I really have nothing to go on. So, yeah. Some of the stuff people's been talking about that might be suspicious doesn't really register with me so far. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Kwame, what do you think?
I am trying to ignore the skeleton as well and just looking for people who I think are suspicious. Right now, I don't have anybody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for nomination.
Chris, on the first day, on the third vote, you voted up.
Are Kyle's headphones off?
Why?
I don't think so.
No, I meant Kyle.
Can you hear me?
Oh, the reason I asked is because I asked
That's
for
not a
nomination, and it felt like you didn't hear me.
Try to get some information.
I'm doing the passive-aggressive teacher stance.
Joseph's getting a lot of content for his next song.
Okay, I'm going to nominate JoJo.
All right, J-Mac is nominating JoJo. Is there a second for that?
I'll second.
Connor seconds it. All right, JoJo, what's your defense?
Which vote is this?
This is first one.
Hey, I'm a villager. I don't think I'm suspicious at all. So I don't really know why I'm being nominated, but I'm good. So don't kill me.
I
will say I agree, but I will say, JoJo, that your tagline there under beside your name is false, at least for some people.
Yeah, well, let me just fix that real quick.
All right, let's do thumbs here. For JoJo, this is vote 1 of day 3. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Is the skeleton allowed to join the first vote or only the second and third?
Only the second or
third.
That's 22 up and 2 down.
Who voted down?
Cameron
and Carter.
Okay.
So, Chris, why did you vote to not kill on that third vote on the first day?
It should have been me.
For the skeleton? But we were going to get 2 werewolf kills that night if we didn't kill somebody.
That's a bad argument. That's like, oh, I want to have the cool role. I don't care how it.
I don't care what happens. I did not think.
I'm just gonna bring this up, guys. That was 22 up and 2 down. So the senator's dead. I'm pretty sure.
Because there's 24 left. Good call. Oh, that no.
That would mean the senator and the Frankenstein are dead.
Frankenstein.
Yeah, that's what that means.
Or maybe Tom Vasel forgot to notify this to the Frankenstein.
There's always a third option.
So is that a confirmation that the senator?
Do we have to put an asterisk next to this game?
There's an asterisk next to every game we've ever done.
I got a feeling, and it's only a feeling, but I feel like we should keep JoJo around.
I agree.
Yeah, I thought you would.
I second that.
You seem to agree. There was a couple of people who are.
I'm gonna nominate Joseph.
I'll second that.
Is there a second? Okay.
Who was the seconder?
I think Chip did.
What was your reason for nominating him?
Mine?
Yeah.
I don't want to push the skeleton, but I have a feeling, and it's only the second one. So I mean, I don't even know yet. I want to hear his defense. He hasn't talked too much today. I know there's been a lot of people, Jason and stuff, first round that we're talking a lot, but I do want to hear what he has to say.
Who's been nominated?
I don't necessarily think it's
Joseph.
Jojo, did you second? Was that you?
No, Chip did.
No, Chip did. Okay.
All right, Joseph, what's your defense?
I'm a villager, so I think this is some kind of metagaming thing from Nick, based on some other game we played. I don't know. I don't think I've done anything weird or suspicious or whatever.
No, I said I don't even know what you. I wasn't even that suspicious of you.
Yeah, okay.
You have a werewolf in the background.
Yeah, I know, but I can't help it.
always does.
After me all the time. Like, I don't know I can't get rid of him. I'm a villager. Don't kill me. So that's it.
All right, votes for Joseph. Thumbs ready. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Keep them up for a minute, folks. That is a straight up tie. Nothing happens in a tie. No one dies. That was the last vote. Good night, everyone. Werewolves killed 2 tonight.
Jeez. What are you guys doing?
All right, we'll start with the bodyguard. Who would you like to protect? Thank you. Werewolf or werewolves? You've took 2 kills tonight, so to make this simple, let's talk about the first one first. Thank you. Second. I'm sorry. Thank you. All right. Seer, who would you like to know about? All right. Good morning, everybody. Well, it's a good morning for some of you. My screen is getting smaller here because both Don and Ross, both very, very, very innocent villagers, have both been ruthlessly murdered in the most horrific ways. I can't even describe it because I just don't have enough adjectives in my vocabulary.
Can we all agree that we're gonna kill Joseph on the third?
Yeah, we had to.
The
third night. Joseph.
I need to ask everyone. I I need to ask everyone that put their thumb up. That is.
I'll go first.
We got Ryan, Kyle, Julia, Cameron.
Do you automatically trust Ayahu? How do we know?
Why?
No, but
because
Joseph,
he's the werewolf. He'll trick us anyways.
Joseph, if we learn that either way, then if you're a villager, then we know Ayahu's bad.
Exactly.
If you're a werewolf, then we know
Ayahu
good.
could just. Sorry, Joseph, we have to kill you. Doesn't matter.
But
we don't know for sure.
You need to die.
We need to rethink your plan.
He could have been a werewolf. I'm a villager, so.
Nick's
got some flaws with his plan. If we wait to the third vote, we might not get to the third vote.
That's okay.
Let's wait
That's
till
okay.
That's
Let's
okay
wait
too.
till the second.
That's okay because we have a hunter.
No, wait. No, what do you mean? Wait to the third vote because if we get someone else on the second vote that's a werewolf, then
That's.
Just keep in mind though, if somehow Ayahu shows up on the second vote, we have to kill.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know how everyone voted up there.
Okay. I'll explain. I voted up.
Go ahead, J-Mac.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Oh, Kyle.
Yes.
I voted up, and the reason I voted up was because my screen does not have everyone on it. I did not see Ayahu join for that vote. And so I need to switch to the second tab every single time we vote now because I don't want that to happen again. But that's why it happened. I thought we were going to vote on the third night, and all of a sudden Ayahu was there, and it was the last vote.
Yep.
Do you not have the option to display 49?
Yeah, no, I didn't see it.
No, I can only display 25.
Kyle, why'd you vote? Yeah.
I wish
I voted up because I didn't think he was suspicious.
Yeah, I wish, Nick, you said you had no suspicions of him. And usually I feel like you have good reads. I wish you would have said what you're, because you voted down. I wish you would have given me more reason to vote down.
Well, I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to do the skeleton coaching thing, but I kind of wanted to see because he was talking a little. Joseph,
I need to say something important. I know that Ayahu is the werewolf, and I will tell you why. I'm the Seer.
The werewolf.
I didn't want to come out this early, but
it's not.
I'm the Seer. I'm the Seer. The only reason Ayahu did that is because he's watching at nights, and he's a werewolf. He wants me dead. First night, I checked Ayahu. He was a werewolf. Then I checked Nick. He's good. Ryan is good. Chris is good.
You realize you said you checked Ayahu.
Yeah, he's a werewolf.
And you nominated him to be the skeleton. Why would you do that if you're...
Oh, snap.
Oh, what now? Oh, God.
Oh, man, Joseph, you got caught.
Why did I write down Ayahu on my Facebook?
He seconded Yahu's self-nomination.
You just kill me.
No. He nominated.
Can you just kill me?
Wait, hold on. Who are the people he just said were good? Who are the people he just said were good?
They were Nick, Ryan, and Chris.
Time is up. I need a nomination, please.
Ryan and Chris. And Ryan also voted to save.
Because I didn't see a fake list before the game actually starts. Because then,
So we're nominating some random person, right?
I need it right now.
Ryan. Yeah. I'm nominating Ryan. I'm not sure if I heard you talk. That's it. That's the only reason I'm nominating you. I'm not sure I heard you talk.
Ryan, what's your
Nothing
defense?
else beyond that.
So I voted up on the last night because I didn't see a Yahoo because I can only have 25 on my screen. I don't know. I mean, obviously now Joseph is not the Seer, but I think he just said my name at a whim. I don't know what. Like, I'm just a normal villager.
Good.
Normal werewolf, you mean?
No.
Oh, whatever.
It's kind of fun that I'm still alive, and I can even after you caught me lying, I'm still here.
Now.
For a little while at least.
I give you props for that. Keep annoying us.
This is vote one, right?
Vote one of day
vote
4. Ready. 1, 2, 3.
He's not even trying to hide it anymore.
Oh, that's great. Who called him out? Was it Chip?
Hang on 1 second. I need to do my counting properly.
That was hilarious.
I do feel bad for Joseph because that feels like every game I play is a werewolf.
All right, that's 21 not to kill and 2 to kill.
Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about the senator.
How many to kill?
To my werewolf friends. So my werewolf friends.
I nominate
Joseph.
I second.
Whoa, hang about.
Joseph, you've been nominated, and second, what's your defense?
Okay, my defense is that the senator. Hey, I have a defense time, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
The senator cannot be Cameron. It cannot be Chip. It cannot be Victor, and it cannot be Harriman. So there's some information for my friends.
Who voted and seconded?
And
I nominated.
Joe and Kwame.
Who nominated and seconded?
All right.
Jojo and
This
Kwame.
is
That's a
vote
Joe and
2
Kwame.
of the
That was
night,
plan anyway.
of the day, of day 4. Thumbs ready?
Could have been
Ready.
both 3. Oh,
1, 2,
But-
3.
could have found another werewolf.
Yeah, I know.
But we wouldn't. We
But yeah, who knows?
on the
Yeah,
second
who knows?
vote.
I think Kwame
We
and
would if Ayahu
If
came.
Yahoo
comes in,
showed
You're on
up
the risk of Joseph
He shows
nominating
up
you
before
quick.
we vote.
Shows up
as
at
we
the time
vote.
All righty. Joseph is dead, but I need everyone now, since Joseph is indeed a werewolf. So before you go to sleep, just give me 1 second. If there is a dream wolf around, you are now a werewolf. If that is the case, everyone check your messages. It may or may not be true. Good night.
Does he not get a kill?
Yeah, he thinks he's the hunter.
He was making some shotgun motions.
Yeah.
there.
Yes, sorry. Everyone else, I'll mute everyone. Joseph, come back and have your kill. You're right. He was the werewolf hunter.
Okay, Nick, I hope you're the seer because you're dead.
All right, Nick is dead. Nick was indeed a villager. Whew, so bloody, I can't even keep up with it. All right. 1 kill tonight, werewolves. But before we go to the werewolves, we'll start with the bodyguard. Who would you like to protect? Thank you. Werewolf or werewolves? Thank you. Seer. Thank you. All right. Good morning, everybody. Well, it's good for me, mostly because my screen is now beautifully centered, but not so good for Chip. Chip is dead, and Chip was a villager.
We've killed enough people now that I can see a Yahoo when he comes in. So that won't happen again.
Yeah, Kyle,
I'm feeling either Nick or
that
Chip
was I was immediately like, I didn't even see him, and everyone was like all mad. I was like,
I
okay.
have a bad feeling Nick or Chip were our seer because they went after Joseph together, I believe. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to point them out, but they both went after him on like random whims, and they picked a good werewolf, and now they're both dead. So I'm just saying.
But we could have the Frankenstein alive.
We could have the Frankenstein alive. I hope we do, but I just think one of those was probably their seer.
I'm confused about a Yahoo coming on. Like, do we see him come on and then we can decide our votes, or are we supposed to be voting with him?
Well, you see him vote like this, and then he goes up or down.
Okay, well that's different.
So, Jojo, why did you nominate Joseph on the second one when we kind of had a strategy to do him on the third one?
Because of what I just said, I thought that like we're all supposed to vote together. So I thought that a Yahoo, like we wait and he automatically shows up with this whenever we're all wherever. So I didn't think that we would have the chance, like if we found a werewolf on the second vote, sure, he might come on and do this, but I would already be voted up if I didn't suspect them because I wouldn't like know that he's on. So
we'd still get more information.
I'll do it again.
That
we would
seems
still information.
Yes, it very much does, and I'm very sorry.
Are you saying you only have 25 on your screen? You're saying?
Yes, I'm on my school computer. And I can't get.
Thanks, Dad. I need a new computer.
So now I'm fine. Now I'll see it when he shows up. But
wink, wink.
Just
Boy,
the only thing I'll say in defense there is that you always run the risk of Joseph doing a snap nomination. Now, of course, it'd have to be second, but if you wait till the third nomination, he goes, "I nominate someone else," then you could run the risk of that happening as well.
And
that's why I was keen to go second.
But I still am not a werewolf.
Jojo, the only thing.
So mark down Gertrude.
I think I was one.
Defending this. Marking it.
Hold on. What is Connor saying?
No, I was saying I was one, and there was one other person that voted you down when we nominated you. I remember Chip earlier saying you voted down on a Yahoo when you said you didn't. So again, we're early game. I'm going off of the slightest suspicions. That was my first suspicion. And then just doing that second nomination right now. That's 2 mistakes that you've made. And they could be.
I don't think that's a mistake.
Well, it was me not understanding the rules and therefore basing what I was doing off of that because I didn't understand how that was supposed to work.
All I will say about JoJo, if we are really suspicious of her, we should. Okay.
I'm not either.
Okay, never mind then.
I was going to say, I was thinking if we do, wait till the second or the third, and then.
So there's a few people that have.
We could nominate her the second one, and we will know if she's good or bad.
You can wait till the second,
probably.
and not show up or do one of these.
Can we give a chance for people who haven't talked much, like Fulton, William, and Cameron? I believe are the ones who've been the most quiet.
Yes.
Give them a chance to talk, and so we can hear what they have to say.
I nominate Cameron.
I wasn't suggesting nominating them.
All right, Cameron's been nominated. Is there a second?
Nominate Cameron.
It's one way, I guess.
Yeah, I'll second.
All right, Cameron, you've been nominated. Seconded. What's your defense?
Hi, so I'm just a normal villager. I have suspicions about JoJo based on, like Connor said, it's one of the reasons why I downvoted her before. Basically, she either made a mistake about how she voted in the first round or that was wrong. And then I honestly myself completely forgot about the Yahoo coming back would stop any more voting. So that's why I continued to vote up. I did see him on my screen, but I completely forgot about that rule that as soon as he pops up, then that's the last vote of the night of the day. But yeah, my main suspicion is JoJo, which is why I did also vote her down before. And it seems like she's had a couple of things where she's made mistakes. So
was this seconded, or is this just like a?
I seconded.
Guami did.
All right, thumbs for Cameron. This is vote 1 of day 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's 19 to keep alive and 1 to kill.
So
You're
I'm
safe,
still having
Cameron.
trouble puzzling out this skeleton effect on the game. But from now on, right, 2 and 3 are next. If he pops in on 2, irregardless of if he's a werewolf or not, then we have to vote down, right? Like we basically, if he shows up, we have to vote down no matter what, right?
Otherwise, we give the werewolves a free kill.
Or we give him 2 kills.
Regardless of how it goes, if the skeleton is a werewolf, he can manipulate it to get 2 villagers killed, either by us killing one and then them killing another one, or us not killing one and then them killing 2.
Correct. But he can only do it once because we'll figure it out as soon as he does.
So then what can we do about it?
We'll still do it.
At least we'll listen to him.
If we figure that out, we need to go to round 1 voting kills.
This could be.
We nominate JoJo.
Well, that's a strategy.
All right, Victor has nominated JoJo. Is there a second?
I second.
Hold on.
Okay, JoJo, you've been nominated. Seconded. What's your defense?
Connor seconded.
I'm good. I just real quick for the first night when we killed Yahoo. How did the nominations go? Like, was it Yahoo?
He nominated himself.
Jason Yahoo.
Yahoo Joseph.
Jason Yahoo.
Right. Yeah. So okay. So that's different then. I did know I voted down. I thought it was Yahoo, Jason Yahoo, which I didn't remember. Anyway, I'm good. I'm helpful for the village team. don't kill me. I don't think that you will, because a Yahoo is likely not going to show up because I am a villager. So I'm not really too worried. But if he does, then
Who was the second? If it wasn't Connor, who was the second?
All right,
I don't know, but
thumbs.
Connor has always
Is this
been.
the second of the night or third?
This is the second vote of night of day 5. Thumbs ready? 1, 2, 3. That's 20 votes to not kill.
I wanted to say something before we nominated, and this could be a mistake saying this, but I think we don't have a Frankenstein anymore. So I don't want our seer to think we have a backup. Just based on voting.
Well, that was. I don't.
That was 20.
Say anything. That was 20. All I'll say is that was 20 up.
Last round was 19 up.
And 1 down. I was the down.
Okay, I missed that. All right.
I missed that too. I wasn't seeing the same thing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Guan was down last round, so it's still 20.
Harriman, I forget who we were. Oh, Ryan, I think we were voting on last round, and Joseph voted down because he's a werewolf, and so did you. Why did you vote down?
Because I seconded the nomination. Just to stick with my convention. Victor nominated, I seconded. It was Ryan. I voted down. I was suspicious of him. It was the first vote. Also, Cameron and J-Mac were the votes on that one that were along with me.
Oh, really? I'm sorry. Again, 25. I didn't. Okay.
Yeah. I voted down because I seconded it, and it didn't look likely that it would die.
I like this new defense. Can only see 25 on the screen.
Yeah.
It's a good cover. I wish Yahoo didn't tell me about the 49 option on mine. I don't have an
It's almost as good as the birthday thing, right?
I know. It's better than birthday.
All right. We have one more nomination left, correct?
We have one more.
That's correct.
So I want to say that Ryan or Chris should choose, since I kind of think Joseph may have cleared them.
But then again, he might think about that and go the opposite way. It's another back and forth. There's a lot of back and forth in this game.
He put Nick in that category, and we know Nick was good.
Yeah, why would we trust him?
Yeah. So the seconds that he did not show up for were me and.
So the way I look at it is, Joseph listed 3 people. Who cares? He probably there's a chance he could have listed all good people. Yeah. There's a chance he could have listed 2 good people and a werewolf.
That's what I
can't. We just have to throw that information out.
Yeah, I agree.
Something, if I can say something, Yahoo is pretty much cleared as not a werewolf because Tom kind of pointed out that when Joseph died, that he was going to message the Dream Wolf, and then also whatever weight his comment said, he doesn't know who the Dream Wolf was, so he doesn't necessarily clear anybody in that case. For whatever that's matters.
True.
No, I don't think we thought he was. Okay.
What he's saying, what Connor's saying, is that anyone that Yahoo thought might have been good could have been the Dream Wolf. So Yahoo clearing somebody doesn't mean they're still good, because they could.
Right, well, I'm gonna need that third nomination.
Yahoo would know, because Yahoo's watching every night.
He would know now.
But
he would know now, but he wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
Or the third of the votes. Yeah.
Third nomination, please.
Have we heard much from William and I have not pronounced this before, Adele?
Adele, yeah.
Adele's been talking. He's been
talking.
I'm still not hearing a nomination.
Adele's been talking. William has not.
I mean, we don't want to nominate anyone.
I know. Well, if that's okay, so we'll just go to sleep.
Don't
do
that.
Who did that?
I'm the bloody master. I deserve death.
I mean, if we kill someone,
please nominate somebody else.
Matt nominated William. Gwami, are you going to Gwami it?
If you don't want a second, you can nominate somebody else. But we need to have.
Who nominated what?
Matt nominated William.
Oh, Matthew nominated William. Is there a second?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay, no second.
William's always quiet, and
I nominate Matthew.
Also a werewolf. Oh,
I'll second.
Whoa!
No.
Why are we doing that?
We have to. I mean, we have to pick somebody.
Well,
Matthew,
yeah, but why
what's
him?
your defense?
I don't understand. I feel like I've been very helpful to the village, but I
agree.
Here, you have to kill me because it's better to kill me than to have 2 more shots that are powerful players. So just kill me, because I don't want the werewolves to have 2 kills tonight.
So who nominated that? Was that Ross or Joe?
Gwami and
Victor.
All right, thumbs for Matthew. Ready. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Okay, that's 3 votes to not kill and 18 to kill. I'm sorry, but you're dead. Matthew, that's right. Matthew was a villager. Good night, everybody. Oh, mute you so the sign goes away. All right. Okay, let's start with the bodyguard. Who would you like to defend tonight? Thank you. Werewolf or werewolves? Who would you like to take out? Thank you. Seer. Who would you like to know about? Alrighty, good morning, everybody. I'm sorry. JoJo's tagline was correct. She was on the village team, but now she probably needs to change it to on the dead villager team. All right, who would have done such a horrific thing? Day 6 is here.
So I have a feeling that the Seer is still alive because it took a while for him to make a decision. Tom gave him a bit of 15 seconds or so.
It could be the
Frankenstein too.
Yeah, but the point is that I think there is an active Seer.
Somebody checking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
dangerous.
I want to nominate Victor on the second nomination, just because he was quick to second that.
You're the one that nominated him.
I know, and I was wrong.
I was a little suspicious of that.
I want to clear you.
I know
if you're clear.
All right, no, I'm good with that.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, yeah, I'm fine with that. 100%.
So let me just kind of throw a proposition. I will nominate myself for the first nomination. Someone second it so we can get that out of the way, and then Yahoo can jump in. Because the first nomination, Yahoo cannot jump in on, right? But we cannot weigh in.
Or who hasn't talked much? Who else hasn't talked this much?
Pretty much never going to kill in the first because we want the info from
why don't we do Sam? Just because he hasn't talked as much.
Just to hear something,
Yeah.
Okay. I nominate Sam.
I'll second.
All right, Sam, you've been nominated and seconded. What's your defense?
Still a villager. I'm still working my way through this game, to be honest. Right now, the people I trust the most are, or at least I've marked as trusting, as Cameron, Harriman, Kyle T, and Victor. I don't remember why I marked those people, but that's what I have right now. But I am a regular villager. I really don't have any strong suspicions at this point, which I feel bad about because we kind of need it, but that's what I got right now.
All right, we're voting on Sam here. This is vote 1 of day 6. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't know why I was counting there. That is, hang on. That's 18 votes to not kill.
Still got
18.
Okay. Should we nominate?
I think we should actually not nominate Victor just because he was okay with it.
I think it's good. Clear me.
It's not a bad idea to clear him either.
I'll nominate Victor.
I think it's a good idea to clear him.
All right, Kwame nominates Victor. Who seconded that?
Harriman
or me.
All right. Victor, what's your defense?
Pure villager here. Absolute pure villager. I was partially excited waiting for the drunk part, and I got nothing. So I'm not even exciting drunk part of it. So I'm just pure villager. I got nothing else.
All right. We're voting for Victor here.
And I don't want to throw out any names yet either for suspicions yet.
Thumbs ready. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's 18 to not kill again.
Wait, I'm a little confused here. How is that clearing anybody?
Well, because
Idaho didn't stop us.
If Idaho would have saw that I'm a werewolf, then he would have jumped in to kind of kill him.
To end this
exactly.
day.
If Idaho jumps on in vote number 2 to try and kill somebody, it's the only reason he would jump in. He wouldn't jump in to save somebody.
Yeah,
Or to save the Seer. Like if he's saving a really important role,
I'm not making a nomination, but does anybody?
I mean, if he was a werewolf, go ahead.
What was that, J-Mac?
I'm suspicious a little bit of Kyle. I feel like he's pretty sharp, and
Which
he's
Kyle?
not
Which
playing
Kyle?
quite as
One.
Kyle H. Sorry.
Well, I'm just a vanillager. I mean, I just don't understand this whole thing. Yes, I just don't understand this clearing thing, because if a Yahoo is a werewolf,
we basically
then he can always vote.
A good team.
He knows that we're sitting here talking about it like, hey, we'll get cleared. Then he can respond appropriately to throw confusion on whatever that clearing might be.
Possible.
You can't trust it.
But then he wastes his vote power.
Yeah, and last
if he
night,
does
that's
that.
okay. That's one more night of werewolf kills.
But as soon as
Connor.
Last night, though, he didn't come in for the JoJo nomination, so we assumed she was cleared, and then she was killed. So
And as soon as he shows that,
am I going to die now?
As soon as he's wrong, but no.
Like if we keep the whole clearing thing, I mean, I don't know. Maybe the werewolves are just going to keep killing those people because there's.
That's true.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, every time if he comes in,
Bodyguard.
Victor.
Yeah, that makes the metagame of the bodyguard, the mind game, the reverse.
I think what's more important is the fact that he ends the day, right? So that way, every time he ends the day early, that's one more werewolf kill. So that's bad for us, even if he is a villager. So that's I think that's more than.
I think we're kind of set on if he ever joins, we're gonna kill.
He would only end it early if it's a werewolf. Is the whole point. Like if he
jumps in on vote 2, there's only been one vote that he didn't come in.
On the third night, he only came in once early, and that was a werewolf.
Joseph, and he killed them. That's the whole point. If he comes in on vote 2, it's a werewolf and kill them.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Kyle.
I'm just trying to understand this because this skeleton thing's still.
I feel bad for you if you're a villager because like the confusion is just throwing so much suspicion.
I'm sorry. It doesn't make any sense to me. Anytime we have something in the game where we think we can depend on information,
I'll change it.
Automatically suspect.
I'll change it.
Like a Frankenstein with 3 people left.
Just try to find how to break Tom's rules.
But I do. I mean,
one quick thing. Julia, Jay did this with you before. Werewolf, Julia.
Sorry, what's that?
Are you a werewolf?
No, I'm just a plain.
You have to tell us.
That's what Jay did.
I have to be honest.
You're not a Sasquatch.
So one thing I do want to bring this up. Do we want to keep doing that whole second thing to clear somebody? Because again, I think that might give the werewolves a target every time we do.
Well, but they're gonna kill somebody anyway. Right.
They're gonna kill. And if I was a werewolf, I'm gonna kill people that everyone trusts because everyone's gonna believe that.
True.
We keep
but we're gonna second vote someone eventually. Like what do we do?
Makes a more likely bodyguard save though. The bodyguard's just like getting random guesses. I think.
Well, sadly, I need another nomination, folks.
And this is the third. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Third.
It is.
I guess the bodyguard's dead because we haven't had a bodyguard block at all.
Frankenstein.
Hopefully, it's not the case.
And should be alive. Bodyguard.
That's more confusion from Kyle.
I nominate J-Mac.
Take your best shot.
Who nominated J-Mac?
I did.
Harriman.
Is there a second for that?
I'll second.
This is third, right?
This is it.
No.
Yeah.
This is the third vote.
This is the third vote?
Yes.
We did Vicar for second.
Is,
All right, J
Kwame
Mac,
gonna be
what's your
involved in another
defense? Don't
death?
put thumbs up, folks. Let's talk about it.
Sorry.
Gently talk.
They're going to vote it anyway.
Let's get 'em.
It's okay.
Get 'em.
Vote.
So I'm just a vanilla villager, so it's fine that, you have to kill me. I'm cool with that. My suspicions are Kyle. I have a slight suspicion, not as strong on Ryan. Other than that, there's a few people I trust, but I don't want to out them necessarily.
All right, which Kyle? Which Kyle?
Kyle Hannon.
Okay.
College.
Are you willing to say who you trust only because this may be your death now?
Well, I'm going to be dead. There's no reason not to kill me because I'm a vanilla villager. I have no powers, so take me out so the werewolves don't have a chance to hit 2 important roles.
Right.
There's no reason not to vote me out.
John's asking.
I'm saying, who do you trust so that we know who else is a villager if you end up being a villager?
Right now, I trust Kwame, even though he seconded me. I trust Harriman, even though he nominated me. And I trust Gertrude.
J-Mac is an amazing player. He hadn't said a word for the last 4 rounds. That's why I was like, he's got to
All
do
right,
something.
thumbs for J Mac. Here we go. This is the third vote of day 6. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
All right, that is
What can we do?
18 to kill and 1 up.
What?
And
Wait, one
J-Mac
up?
is dead, and
Yeah,
J-Mac is
Yahoo.
Okay.
J-Mac is indeed a villager. Good night, everybody. Well, the Hallmark in town is doing a really brisk business of selling "I'm so sorry we killed your father" cards, but that's the most positive thing I can say right now. Good news. Let's start with the bodyguard. Who would you like to protect tonight? Thank you. Werewolf or werewolves? Who would you like to take out? Thank you. Seer, who would you like to know about? All right. It's a pleasant morning. Good morning, everybody. Well, pleasant morning, except for those who stay in creepy hotels. William, you are dead, and William was a villager. All right, folks. At this point, I can confidently tell you there's not 8 werewolves. If there was, the werewolves would win.
Back to that bloodbath game.
That is such a relief.
That was actually.
I had to worry. Was this the time he was going to throw 8 werewolves in the game?
That was a good kill because I think that means they're still looking for the Seer. Because I had suspicions on William, and the fact that they killed him means they also had suspicions on William.
Wait, you thought he was suspicious of being a seer?
Well, I know. I was suspicious that he was something because he hadn't said a word the entire time.
Yeah.
That's why I thought he was a werewolf.
Well, there was a night where
Well, that's what I'm saying. He could be a werewolf or something.
There was a night where somebody said his name. He said, "Don't vote for me." Like he was very adamant that we didn't. So I agree. I think he was a role.
Did say that.
Is that all we need to do? Don't kill me. You don't want to do it.
Now I know.
The last werewolf. The game will end. You're having fun, right?
When playing with Connor, don't.
Don't say
I'm
don't.
wondering if the Seer is still in the game with how late we are and how we've only killed 1 werewolf, correct?
Yes.
And we haven't talked about how many werewolves do we think? We know there was a dream wolf. We know the wolf club.
The hunter already happened.
Yeah.
The cub might have happened, and the bodyguard could have protected it.
No,
Actually,
there's only been one werewolf.
One werewolf kill. Yeah, one werewolf kill.
So we still have a seer.
Maybe.
But
How do
if we have a senator, we must have a seer because
Right.
how it works.
True. Oh yeah.
Right.
Yes. That's why I'm like,
Because if the hunter is dead, then wouldn't Frankenstein
Seer or Frankenstein? Yeah.
We still have a Frankenstein then.
I kind of want to vote where we all vote the same way. So if we can,
Just to make sure that the seer is there.
I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that's a good thing.
I don't know.
It'd be nice to know if we. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Hey, Chris.
Or is that just a werewolf wanting that information?
Chris is a werewolf killer. He late game has great call outs. I got to hear what you got to say right now.
Oh boy, here we go.
What's up with this boring green screen?
Don't screw up. I'll tell you what's up with the boring screen. If I change it, Tom gets mad at me.
That's correct.
So I have a nice background until the game starts and I change it for Tom. Geez, I don't know. Guami's just been. I mean, you're a little off today, Guami.
I'm always off at some point during the game.
I'm hoping that turns around, or
Me too.
I have questions. Outside of you, I don't know. Sam's been quiet, but he's usually quiet, so I think he's probably okay. I got more okays than I do bad guys, and I think it's Sam's okay. I think Victor's okay for obvious reasons. Guami's questionable, but I think you're just off, maybe. I don't know.
Victor, let me ask you, because I guess
Ryan.
last night we were talking about Kyle, and then J-Mac pointed out Kyle, and then are you still suspicious of Kyle or no?
Me?
Yeah.
Kyle H?
Yes.
Oh, no, that was kind of me half joking.
Okay.
Like, he's, the only thing that came up, speaking of suspicions right now, that just came up, and I'm trying to think back to some previous games, and I'm trying to remember if John talked more or less when he was a werewolf.
No, John's been pretty steady with what he does.
There's been some games where John talks a lot more, and I can't remember if
once ever in all the games. Every other time, I was a hunter once. Every other time, including this one. And I know Tom was laughing because last week I made a big stink about I'm always a plain villager, and it happened again. And I know Tom was laughing.
Tom's laughing right now because he's the exact opposite.
Randomly, I just have to point that out.
Well, especially in this game, with so many people, there were a lot more plain villagers too.
There were.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess I should say that probably there's a potential lot more for quietness in this. I know I've been a little bit more quiet just because since we had so many people to begin with, there's already a lot more over talking.
The other thing we know too, the drunk was a role. Tom told us that at the beginning, so like that could have been a seer, and that could be why maybe.
All right, folks, time is up. I need a nomination.
Also, just first one, right?
This is first nomination.
First nom.
I'm gonna say Cameron. Just Cameron, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Just to hear, it's the first nom, and
Victor
just to hear you talk.
Cameron, is there a second for that? All right, Cameron, what's your defense?
Yeah.
I'm just a vanilla villager. I think we should, if it goes to the second vote, is we should at least try and see if Kyle H is good or bad by trying to nominate him in the second vote. So if a Yahoo comes in, we can at least know.
I like it.
Because his reasoning of not understanding when a Yahoo would come in or not didn't seem, I think it made common sense to actually.
It'd be an ironic way to die.
Do that.
If we keep him alive, he'll confuse the other villagers.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
But yeah, I'm just a vanilla villager. The only other person who's been quiet has been Julia. I've honestly hardly heard anything from her.
Times I play with her, she's usually quiet.
Okay. All right, thumbs for Cameron. This is vote 1 of day 7.
Yeah, on my suspect list for bad votes,
Ready.
it was J-Mac who was good.
1, 2, 3. All right, that is 0 votes to kill and 15 to not kill.
15.
15. 15?
15.
What's bad?
We're doomed.
I probably, honestly, somebody probably should have just voted. Oh, I guess it wouldn't have mattered. It would have still been the
Yeah,
same.
so it's count.
Yeah.
So that means we lost our.
We've lost everything. We've lost
We lost the
everything.
Saturday and the Frankenstein.
We've lost everything.
The dead Discord is probably just screwed.
We might not have lost our Seer.
Yeah, why'd we lose Seer?
True
It's
about
possible
that.
that the Seer is alive. It's
Just the senator.
The bodyguard could still be alive.
If they were
Hunter-
drunk, they would have how many nights? I don't know. I haven't taken notes. How many nights
The
would be in?
The hunter's still alive. We still have a hunter.
Wait,
We may or may not have a bodyguard. We may or may not have a seer.
It's possible that the hunter was drunk.
Frankenstein's dead.
Hang on,
It could
just
have been
rewind a
Jason
little
or
bit.
Yahoo. So it's not
I
guaranteed.
remember at the very start when Tom was introducing the roles,
Right.
one of my kids was playing up, but I don't remember Tom saying that we had a village hunter. I just remember him saying
You
that we
do.
had a werewolf
We do.
hunter.
No, we
You
do.
have one.
Bodyguard, seer, hunter. Yeah, he said
All
that.
right.
But if the Seer's alive, they would come up now. Like it's
Yeah, I can't.
no matter whether you found the werewolf or not.
If you've
just
been
come up.
alive this long,
Unless they've
The
checked
only-
only dead
original
people.
seer, yeah.
Well, the
Doesn't
only
matter.
reason they
Yeah.
wouldn't is if
Drunk.
we were second nominating people that they specifically looked at the night before. So
What are the
if they
odds,
think we
though,
were
like-
very trusting of certain people, and those are the people we looked at, they already looked at, then maybe they don't come out.
We're in a bad place right now. That's all I gotta say. We're in a bad place right now.
We
Well,
only got
we
the
still
skeleton.
have
That's the only person we
the
have.
skeleton. Yeah.
All right, we need the second nom. I don't think I can do it since I did the first one.
We'll go
Kyle
with the
Hannon.
theory, and I'll nominate.
I don't know if I want to
second
nominate.
it.
Wait, what happened? Who?
What?
I kind of want to nominate Sam.
Is that a nomination?
No,
I thought I already heard one.
it's just me thinking out loud.
Wait, Gertrude, who did you think was nominated?
I thought I heard Cameron say Kyle Hannon, so I seconded because I thought that
Didn't
was
we
the
want to
plan.
clear him?
Cameron, did you make a nomination?
I thought I did, yeah. So,
Oh, okay.
So who'd you nominate?
Kyle Hannon.
Okay.
And then Gertrude, you seconded that?
I did, yeah.
All right, Kyle. H, what's your defense?
I mean, I guess do what you got to do if you want to clear me. But I'm villager. I'm on your side, and I'm still have my suspicions about this whole skeleton clearing thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You won't have
voted up.
suspicions if you're still around in round 3.
Yeah.
Up when he came in
I
last
trust
time.
this 100%.
All right. Thumbs for Kyle. This is vote 2 of day 7. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
So I guess you're good.
Kyle, what does that mean?
That's a good. That's good.
Confused, but he's good.
Votes to
Told
not
you.
kill.
Oh, now you're not confused. Now he's not confused.
Oh,
Oh,
I
he's
Okay.
confused.
He's got to be good.
Confuse you
I-
more.
I did
Been on
my
the third
once-
vote and voted up
Is this
last
the
time.
is this the first time the
Yes.
skeleton's been used?
Yeah, this is the first time I played with it.
I just
Oh,
made it
the
up
only
this
crazy
week, so
people.
Oh,
probably.
Tom's
You
nerfing
made
this thing.
it up.
Tom's nerfing this thing big time.
Once in every game I play, I make it either really good or a really stupid play, and it
I
results in
nominate
someone
Gertrude.
innocent or dead dying.
Wait.
So I'm gonna go ahead and make a nomination unless someone
Hold
wants
on.
to second the
Harriman
nomination
just
for me.
nominated.
Harriman
if
just made a
someone wants-
nomination.
Wait, who did Eric nominate?
No, hold up.
Did you say something,
That's
Harriman?
like I did, but Gertrude, who did you nominate again?
No.
I haven't gotten
he
that
hasn't
far
yet.
yet. I was doing the
I said
preamble.
I nominate Gertrude is what I said.
I'm gonna
Oh.
second.
Oh, did you nominate him, Heron?
I nominate Gertrude. Yeah.
Okay, is
And
there a
Connor
second for that?
I'm gonna second it.
Connor seconds that.
Okay, so fine. I'm not. I think there are a couple of villager roles just based on some of the comments that were made earlier on. Part of the reason why I said JoJo was safe. I don't have any information myself. I just noticed other people chime in with bits of information, made me think that she was safe. I have a large suspicion of Chris, purely because that what I said about he's a smart player, and when I mentioned that thing about the skeleton and the werewolves, I wouldn't put it past him to have considered that, and he wanted to be a werewolf. On top of that, when he defended himself last round, I didn't think it was super tight. So you're going to have to kill me. I am just a standard villager. I'd have no powers. But yeah, that's if I was to throw any shade, I'd throw it on Chris.
Are you willing to tell us whoever made whatever comment that made you think that JoJo was safe? Are you willing
what
to
it
tell
was
us?
initially, it was JoJo herself because she asked, "Is this the first nomination?" Which made me think if it was the third nomination, she would have told us stuff. That was kind of why I went, "Oh, I think she's good," and I don't want to necessarily out the person, but someone else jumped straight in and totally agreed with me. So that made me think they know something. Either they picked up the same thing or they got information from elsewhere. So,
okay,
but you think Chris is evil?
If I was to pick, it's
Okay.
I mean, it's a dartboard theory, but
All
it's a
right.
theory.
Voting for Gertrude. This is the third vote of day.
Just 3, right?
Day 7. Yes,
Yeah.
third vote of day 7. So thumbs ready. Here. All right.
You, Gertrude.
Ready. 1, 2, 3.
No
That's
skeleton.
15 votes
Why is there
down.
no skeleton? I don't get it.
And Gertrude is dead and was a
you say
villager.
15?
Yeah, because he was a villager, so the
Good night,
skeleton.
everybody. All right. That's another villager you've killed. You've done a good job, village. I'm trying to be like encouraging and stuff. All right. Let's start with the bodyguard. Who would you like to protect? Thank you. Werewolf or werewolves? Thank you. Seer, who would you like to know about? Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Victor, you can take your hat off now because you're dead. And Victor was another villager. It is day 8, everyone. There is not 7 werewolves, or you would
At this
all be
point,
dead.
they're just going to keep killing the people we cleared.
Yeah.
I'd like to nominate Gertrude again. I don't care if he's dead already.
Is there anyone currently alive that we cleared using the skeleton?
No. We're not going to talk about that.
Kyle.
We're not talking about that.
Kyle Hannon.
No, we don't want to talk about that. That's a bad idea. We don't talk about that.
That's true.
Why? Okay, here's my question on that: is why is that a bad idea?
Yeah, no, it's not a bad idea. I think the werewolves know. I think it's better for the village team to know who's good. I don't.
Yeah. Well, if some of us know,
Because they're going to die.
Yeah.
Well, even if they die, werewolves are going to kill someone at random, no matter what.
They know who's good.
So
they know who's good and bad.
Right.
yeah. Well, they're not going to kill someone at random. They're going to kill someone good.
The idea is they're killing
whether we
people that
clear
trust.
them or not.
No,
if they killed random people that we hadn't cleared and we had a team full of people we trust, we could narrow it down better.
Yeah.
So
no,
them
it's
killing
not-
people that we trust, it takes those options away.
Yeah,
So,
but
in that
we are
instance,
going to make
yeah.
a second nomination every single.
Yeah. And at the same
day.
time, it makes a mind game because it can be it's risky for them to kill people we trust because those are the people the bodyguard trusts. If we have a bodyguard, I mean, who knows at this
the
point?
bodyguard hasn't protected anyone so far.
I mean, in a group of 29
died
people.
early.
Probably.
Yeah,
that's logical.
Harriman, why did you nominate Gertrude?
Because I just didn't trust anything he said the entire time.
I concur.
Yeah.
Had he talked
Who
much?
seconded the nomination?
I did.
The second was I had Kwame. Oh, Connor.
Why'd you second?
Yeah, I've been suspicious of Gertrude too. I'm glad Harriman was on that too.
Yeah.
Harriman and Kwame have been. I don't know if anyone's been noticing, but they are like first, second. Almost every single night. I do think
That's normal for me.
Yeah.
I do think it might be beneficial for other people to nominate. It might give a little more information. I don't want it to just keep being the same 2 people.
Fair enough.
And I agree. It is normal for Kwame, but usually he's not quite this bad with his nominations and seconds.
Oh my God.
It's been a little rough for you tonight, Kwame.
Yes, it has.
Can I throw just maybe like not a theory, but has anyone? Obviously, there's a Dreamwolf who changed. Has anyone noticed anyone change, like playing differently from the beginning? No. Okay. I just wanted to see if anyone noticed someone playing differently.
Did Kyle start talking more? Did Kyle T start talking? Because I had him down that he didn't say anything in the beginning of the game.
I
think he defended
tried
himself.
to.
Yeah.
In fact, I even like kind of yelled at one point.
I think he blew
I
his
got
mic
a little
out.
bit too loud.
Oh.
But
Oh yeah.
I also don't get why the skeleton came last vote.
Because
why,
they would. There's no point not
why he
to.
didn't come? Because he came in every other vote, even when it's
Yeah, I was hoping.
He quit. He doesn't want to play anymore.
He's like, I'm done.
He was in the little skeleton room.
I was hoping he would come
Folks,
up
I
and
need a
clear
nomination,
clear
please.
Christopher or not.
We've only killed one werewolf. This is not good.
No. And the wolf cub is still in the game.
Yep.
Two kills
we don't know that.
And a dream wolf logically.
Yeah.
But we killed a wolf, though. So wouldn't the wolf cub have changed?
No,
No, the dream wolf.
We have to
would
kill
changed.
the wolf cub for it to happen.
A dream wolf would have changed. The wolf has not activated because the werewolf hunter did activate. The only werewolf we killed was the werewolf hunter.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm going to go back. I think J Mac said this name earlier, so I'm going to nominate this person because I don't really have suspicions, so I'm going to go off of other people's suspicions. I'm going to nominate Ryan.
All right, Connor is nominating Ryan. Is there a second for that?
Second.
Okay, Ryan, what's your defense?
Oh shoot!
I mean, he can't stop himself. He's like,
I can't help it.
It's natural.
Must second.
I'm a normal villager. We're kind of getting low on him, so it's first vote, so I wouldn't get rid of me. I'm kind of suspicious of Cameron just because of the ways that he's been answering his nominations. That's really all I got.
All righty, this is the first vote of day 8 for Ryan. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 1 vote down and 12 up.
Harriman, why'd you vote down?
I still don't trust Ryan. Like, I think he's a werewolf. Judging by the notes I've taken.
I wouldn't.
Do we want to clear Kwame? The people
since he's being so.
I was wondering if we
suspicious.
should make Ryan a second vote so that the skeleton could.
I
weigh
was
in.
thinking.
I'm leaning toward Cameron, honestly.
Oh, like Ryan said.
For a second nomination.
I was going to suggest if I nominated Kwame, would you second yourself, Kwame?
I'll sit on my hands. I will not second.
You'll be like,
must.
I would want to, yes.
Harriman, I do really. I think you're good. That's kind of why I've been kind of listening to. But you have been terrible with your nominate. Everyone nominated has been good, other than Joseph.
I know I'm torn between like clearing people that are very
And just to
suspect,
be
like
fair,
Kwame and Harriman, or not. I'm the second vote.
To be fair, everyone's been terrible at nominating.
I know.
We've only got one werewolf
Right.
Yeah.
Haven't done so good.
out of 28 players. So
I'm going to throw this out. I have Harriman as good. I'm just going off hunch. I've been kind of listening to him a lot. I believe Kyle to be good with a Yahoo not showing up for that vote.
Mm-hmm.
Other than
Kyle?
that, I
Kyle?
haven't heard anyone else give me any reason to trust them yet.
well, Harriman, why are you suspicious of Ryan? You said from your notes.
Because he's been very quiet, and then I noted him twice as not necessarily delaying on votes, but looking around on votes. I don't know if that may be his computer, whatever it is, but from what I have 2 little check marks next to his name, and I have only 1 counter vote for him, which doesn't really make it suspicious.
Was Kyle the one we cleared last day?
Yes.
Yesterday? Since I'd hate for it to be to blame Yahoo or anything, but since the fact that he didn't show up for the 3rd night, in the event he did go to the bathroom or something, in the off chance. I mean,
it's possible. Actually,
I don't know why he didn't. Yeah, if he did AFK,
He would never
for 5
abandon
minutes,
his duties as a
I
skeleton.
need a second
that
nomination,
information.
please.
It would.
He would have a bucket
anyways.
ready if he had.
I want to nominate, but I didn't keep track of the people we cleared, so that's why I'm not nominating. I
I'm
don't
gonna
want
No, it's
nominate
really been
Cameron.
cleared.
no one has been cleared in this game. We're just going off the assumption that Yahoo is good. He didn't come in for Kyle, so no seer has come out and said, "Hey, these people are good." So we really don't know anything.
But if we assume the skeleton is,
I did no bodyguard information.
Is there anyone cleared?
No, Kyle's the only one.
Second nomination is needed.
Somebody's got to do it.
I'm going to nominate Cameron.
All right, Ryan nominates Cameron. Is there a second?
Sitting on my hand. Somebody else do it. Please. Please.
Let's watch how Guami. How
All
long?
right, Julia seconds it. Cameron, what's your defense?
Well, a Yahoo won't be turning up because I'm just a normal villager. So
second vote. So
yeah, I understand. So a Yahoo won't turn up. If he does, then a Yahoo's bad.
All right,
it's a bank.
This is a second vote of day 8. Thumbs ready. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, that's 1 down and 12 up.
So why did Ryan?
It's Ryan.
Fall down?
Yeah, it's Ryan again.
Yeah, it's gotta be. I mean, why would
Get him, Guami?
But why would he even vote down? Like, it's so obvious if he does. It's obvious he's a werewolf. Why would he do that?
Because, I mean, I know that Yahoo didn't show up, but I just think Cameron.
Then, I mean, I think Yahoo is bad. Do you think a Yahoo is a werewolf?
No. I'm like, but he didn't show up yesterday.
So you just think
he's gone? He just left the game.
Should have told somebody.
Yeah, would be nice to know. At least.
That would be funny though. If
I
he was
need a
just
third
gone for some
nomination
reason.
here.
I nominate Ryan just because.
I second
Ryan's
it.
been nominated. Cameron seconds it. Ryan, what's your defense?
Adele and
And
Cameron.
I'm a villager. I guess it was a mistake that I voted down on Cameron yesterday, but I'm a villager, just a normal one, running out of villagers. So it's bad that we're going to kill 2 if I don't get killed, but.
All right.
Well,
Ryan, I hate to do this because you're wearing the shirt of one of the greatest artists of our time and one of the greatest tours ever.
All right.
What are you wearing?
Thumbs ready for Ryan.
Yeah. So either we kill him and we get another kill.
Ready.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Weird Al's from my state. I can't do it.
That's 2 to not kill, 11 to kill. Ryan is dead, and Ryan is indeed another villager. Good night, everybody. All right, we'll start this horrific night with the bodyguard. Oh, thank you. Jumping over to the werewolf or werewolves. Thank you. Seer, who would you like to know about? Thank you. Good morning, everybody. What a night it was, growling and fiercing and a death indeed. No one unmute themselves yet, though. Kyle, H, you have been murderized, but you are the village hunter. So pick one person now to take with you.
All right. Chris, I'm taking you with me.
Chris, you took Chris, the werewolf killer, with you? Well, that's good because he was not... You can take the killer out of him. All right, that's 2 dead, and one of them was indeed a werewolf.
We needed that break. Holy cow.
Chris, how
that
could you?
was Something, finally.
All right, I can tell you
Betrayed
that
your
at
own
this
kind.
point in time, there is not 5 werewolves because if there was, the werewolves would win. It is day 9. Let's begin.
What do we think of this Yahoo no-show? Do you think he's just gone now?
Can I just clarify? If he was the werewolf cub, the
Okay.
werewolves would still get 2 kills tonight? If Chris was the werewolf cub?
Yep.
If Chris was a werewolf cub, they would have 2 kills tonight, yes.
I guess it's possible that Idaho is a werewolf.
So we have to kill Werewolf right now, pretty much.
I think that Yahoo
Why?
didn't turn
No,
up because he was a
He didn't
villager.
turn up on the Ryan. Yeah, he didn't turn up for the Ryan vote. He didn't want us to vote down. He did not want
But he
us to
didn't turn
vote
up
down.
for the second
He
vote.
didn't show up 2 votes in a row.
Yeah, he didn't vote for Cameron or Ryan.
Because they're both
He didn't
villagers.
trust both of
Yeah,
them.
but he would
exactly.
still show up to give a supportive
Why
vote.
isn't he at least like right now?
No,
He would-
he'd probably
because it
he'd
would
name
end.
it that.
Yeah,
He doesn't want to
He'd
throw
probably
it.
show up to throw it down. He'll probably show up as to throw it down at this point.
But he didn't come for the second vote, did he?
No, he did not.
No.
We wouldn't have had a third vote if he showed up for the second vote.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why I'm suspicious. Because why did he not come for a second? There's no reason not to.
Well, he would be able to end the vote.
Never mind. Yeah,
because that would end it, and then the werewolves would get 2 kills.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. If it's the villager, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, but he was doing it early on. He was coming for the third vote every single time.
He was, yeah.
And he hasn't been doing it. I just don't know. There's no point not to.
Inconsistency.
Right now,
you think that there's something.
He's kind of giving us the belief he's not playing anymore. He left, but.
Well, no, I think what he's doing is now he is saying on these third votes, like, I trust these people. They're not werewolves. Like,
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
It is possible.
Him coming on the third vote doesn't really matter.
Throughout.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Because we're all going to vote down anyways, whether he's here or not.
Yeah.
I think just the second vote is what matters.
Yeah, I mean, not voting to kill guarantees 2 villagers die compared to the potential of killing a werewolf or a villager. So it's never worth not killing, unfortunately.
Best case scenario, there's 2 werewolves left.
Okay. So yeah, one thing was
best case scenario. There's 1 werewolf left, but that's not actually how it is.
No.
Werewolf cub and the dream wolf, and yeah.
Well, one of them died. Something died.
That's only saying there were 3 werewolves.
I know. I agree. That's not
All
how
right,
it is.
everyone, I need a first nomination, please.
Can werewolves kill the undead?
I want to hear from Julia because I think she seconded Cameron, right?
No, yes. Ryan nominated. Julia seconded on Cameron.
I'm curious.
I did a second because Guami really wanted to, and he was sitting on his hands, so I just did it because I knew we wouldn't be voting out, or I didn't think we'd be voting out in that second nomination. So figured we'll get some information.
So no nominations then?
But yeah, not show up.
Harriman, did you use?
I nominated Julia.
You nominated Ryan, yeah?
I'm sorry, what just happened?
What's the question?
Harriman nominated Ryan, correct?
It was Connor and then Guami in the last round that nominated Ryan. And then
Guami,
it was
did you just
Adele,
nominate someone?
Yes, I nominate
Adele
Julia.
and Comrade.
All right, Guami nominate Julia. Is there a second?
I'm seconding.
Connor seconds. All right, Julia, what's your defense?
I mean, I don't have any special information that I can share. I'm just a regular villager, so if you want to kill me, that's fine, but we're running out of people, so.
All right. Thumbs for Julia. This is vote 1 of day 9. Ready. 1, 2, 3. All right, so that is 2 to kill, but 8 to keep alive. You're fine.
So why the vote down?
I can say, well, I don't like Guami couldn't nominate, so I'll just nominate. Like, at this point, we shouldn't just be doing that. You got to have suspicions on somebody. You have
to have a reason to nominate and or to not nominate.
I agree.
And the general, he couldn't. He said he couldn't, so I did it for him. That doesn't fly with me.
Do a nomination.
Well, if someone else wanted to nominate her again,
I nominate Julia.
All right, Harriman nominates Julia. Is there a second?
This is a second vote.
I second.
All right, Julia, been nominated again. What's your defense?
Nothing has changed since the last vote. Yeah, I'm just a regular villager. I don't have any information. Like, I'm not the seer, so I really don't know where to go with this at this point. There's people on the team I've never played with before, like Adele and Kyle T. And I don't think I played with Kamran before. not sure I played with Colton before, and then like Sam's been really quiet, so I really just don't know.
All right, this is vote 2 of day 9. Thumbs ready for Julia. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Fairly unanimous. Julia is dead, and Julia was indeed a werewolf. Good night, everybody. All right, we'll start with the bodyguard. Who would you like to protect? Thank you. Werewolf or werewolves? Who would you like to take out? Thank you. Seer, who would you like to know about? Thank you. All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the land of the living, except for you, Harriman, because you're in the land of the dead. Harriman was indeed a villager, and now we are down to 8. This tells us a couple things. First of all, there are not 4 werewolves, or the werewolves would win. Also, I no longer need seconds for nominations. Let's start day 10.
I just have a question. Who seconded my vote when I voted Ryan out?
I don't remember.
No one.
You're gonna assume Guami?
I assume me. I don't know.
Then it doesn't tell us anything at all.
I got Cameron that
Was he the third
seconded it.
one?
What?
Was Ryan the third nomination that night?
He was the third. He was the third, yeah.
I don't remember. I think I was the first because I was the first because I brought up the JMac thing. So
I got Cameron as the second.
Oh,
Was Ryan the person who accused me? Was Ryan the person who accused me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I seconded that. Sorry, because
Okay.
All right.
I don't know everyone's names. I can see the faces, but I don't know everyone's. I can't associate a name to a face yet.
Man.
At this point, clearing someone, well, not at this point, it's always a death sentence, right? They either die from the werewolves or die from us.
Yeah. Well, Harriman wasn't clear, but I mean, me and him picked out Julia. I think Cameron's the only one.
I mean, it's pretty vocal against
Because we didn't clear anyone that turn. We actually killed someone.
I was most suspicious of him as the werewolf.
Technically,
of Harriman because of some of his votes.
I would have been. I kind of was suspicious of him, but technically he was cleared, but he was cleared before the Dreamwolf, and so that was holding me back from accusing him.
Yeah, I had him on my most trusted list for a while.
Yeah, I had him down early as trusting.
Did we second vote him at some point? I don't remember.
Yes, he was the first person to be second voted.
Okay, I had a reason that I thought I trusted him, and I couldn't remember why that was, and I was beginning to lose that more and more. I was questioning it. But
yeah, I actually was wondering at the very end if he was a Dreamwolf, just because I felt like he was acting quite a bit differently toward the end of but obviously he was a villager.
The first vote doesn't matter because if we have to vote up. Right. If we vote down, then we lose the power of the skeleton, right?
Yeah. Right. Unless we really peg a werewolf, in which case we might as well wait till second vote anyways.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why I was just suspicious of Ryan, but
assuming the bodyguard is dead, which is I think what we're assuming, there wasn't a wolf cub. Like Julie wasn't a wolf cub because 2 people would have died, which means the wolf cub is still in the game. Which is scary because there's not that many of us left, and there's going to be 2 that die.
It's possible
we have to
that
kill
the drunk died as.
All right, I need a nomination, folks.
Right.
So we have to kill.
The drunk could have been a werewolf, right?
We have to kill a werewolf, but not that werewolf.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we get lucky, I mean,
as if it wasn't hard enough, like killing a werewolf.
Sam, can you talk a little more?
Nominate him.
I don't know. I'm good with him being quiet most of the
I
game.
want to nominate Sam second just to make sure.
Am I hearing a nomination?
The first doesn't matter. I nominate.
You can
Kyle
nominate me
too.
again the second time if you want.
Nominate Kyle. All right, Kyle, you've been nominated. What's your defense?
Well, I bake goods every Sunday. Bring them out. You guys all eat them. Obviously, it's just some frosted donuts. Everyone loves frosted donuts. I really have been working for the village. Yeah, I hear there's a skeleton. I watch for him, but he doesn't show up very often. So there's just not a whole lot of people on the trust list. But yeah, I'm a villager, just a bacon villager.
All righty. This is vote 1 of day 10.
If you don't show up with donuts
Kyle.
tomorrow, I'll be suspicious.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's 8. 8 up and none down.
So we should use the second vote as a way to.
Yes.
see if
We wanna
Yahoo
clear
turns
Sammy
up,
at this
right?
point.
So,
I kind of want to nominate John, actually.
I'm fine with that.
He's been really quiet, like more quiet than everyone else has started to speak up a little bit more, and he still hasn't. And at the very beginning, he talked about how I didn't talk at the beginning, but I was pretty vocal for not the entire beginning, but a section of the beginning.
Yeah.
So
Mike went out.
I'm going to nominate Sam because I think it's Sam.
All right, so this is the second nomination. Sam, what's your defense?
So a plain villager. I thought it was interesting that somebody picked John. I don't have any strong suspicions for John, but I don't know. It's in my gut feeling. I don't know. Something seems a little off. I'm looking at my list. I really don't have much. But I am a plain villager. I'm pretty sure this vote will show that. So.
All right, this is vote 2 of day 10. Thumbs ready? Ready. 1, 2, 3. John's the only person to vote down. That is 7 not kill, 1 to kill.
Nominate Kyle.
I think he's been.
Who nominated who?
Colton.
Colton nominated Kyle.
Oh boy.
All right, Kyle, what's your defense?
Well, like I said, I bake. I don't know why that came out of nowhere. That was really quick.
It's probably a werewolf.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's a werewolf, and maybe John's a werewolf too. And he was worried I was going to nominate John. So maybe Connor's the wolf cub, and he's trying to get everyone to redirect down him.
Me?
Connor or me?
Colton.
Or I mean Colton. I'm sorry. Colton is the wolf cub.
Connor today.
I know we've been switching our names a lot.
Colton, it might be the wolf cub and trying to redirect onto him because he wants to get the kills. But I'm a villager. That was really odd, and I feel like he's redirecting from John. And then with John voting down, I think he did that by mistake and shows that he's a werewolf. So I'm going to be watching you guys. I believe in you. Can't give him 2 kills tonight, though.
Vote 3. This is for the third vote of day 10. Thumbs ready. Ready. 1, 2, 3. All right, John voted for you, Kyle, but you're still dead. Kyle was indeed a villager.
Oh, he was a villager?
Good night, everybody. Bodyguard, who would you like to defend? Thank you. Werewolf or werewolves? Who would you like to kill? Thank you. Seer, no one cares. All right, everyone wake up. The good news is Gwami is dead and mauled by werewolves. And the gooder news for the werewolf team is that there are 3 werewolves and 3 villagers, and the werewolves now win the game.
Hey.
Congratulations, werewolves.
Worst.
I was pounding. I was like, that was the right play, right? We win now? Yeah, we win now.
So let me mute everybody here and let me go over some things, and then we can all yell about why you didn't pick us for skeleton. Okay. The werewolves, starting werewolves. Connor was the werewolf cub. Colton was a werewolf. Joseph was the werewolf hunter. Julia was a werewolf. Chris was a werewolf, but was pretty drunk for a while and didn't realize it till day 3. The dream wolf was John, who begrudgingly killed Jojo, who broke our streak of amazing bodyguards. The seer was Chip, who actually knew a werewolf, but then was killed before he could tell everybody. William was the Frankenstein. Blake was our original senator, and you should have picked him to be the skeleton. Kyle was a hunter. You knew that. And okay, I think that's it from that end. I wondered in this game if I might have made the skeleton overpowered. Obviously not. Until Connor accused Julia. If you notice for future games, villagers, if 2 people never ever mention each other, there's a good chance they're both werewolves. Because until that point, I don't think a werewolf ever called out another werewolf or even mentioned them even in a suspect way. I might be wrong on playback, but... And Julia, no one had caught it, but when you said people were outnumbered, you said your, and then you quick changed to our there, but no one caught that. I did, though. So, all right, that's what I have. What do y'all think?
Thank you, Colton. I was getting so because I was like, I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
But I was like, I have to nominate Sam before they nominate.
I was like, you just nominated, right? So it has to be me or John.
The Wolves were stealing all the nominations at the end. Like, we have a second nomination question here because Kyle was literally
Who's
saying,
we? Are you royalty?
No, everyone was in the Discord. Everyone in the Discord was Kyle said, I nominate John, and then Connor hijacked and said, I nominate Sam, even though Kyle said, I didn't
nominate.
Didn't nominate about.
But he literally didn't say it, which was obviously the mistake of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I think there's a few more
Oh, no,
mistakes
yes,
before
no.
that.
For sure, I would have taken that, but he just said I want to and didn't say he nominated him.
Yeah.
I wanted him to die, and I was like, no, it wasn't a nomination. He thought it was the right thing to do, and it was. Bones suck.
Well,
Good
just
play
to be
by
clear,
Connor.
so I had 2 wolves. I knew I checked Joseph from night 0 and Julia on night 2.
Wow.
But then,
he didn't come out?
Well, we caught Joseph on day 2, which unfortunately half the village didn't vote him, even though Ayahu showed up. So then I did myself then. And then we had the next night I checked Sam, who was a villager. So with only 1 left, I was hoping I'll still survive, but they got me.
By the way, Joseph, that was delicious how you were caught there.
It was bound to happen at some point. I lie so much.
I thought for sure Gwami was the seer because he was the one who quickly jumped to Jojo's defense after I did. And then also he shot down Joseph as soon as he said, when Joseph said, I'm the seer, Gwami's like, nah.
I think he was doing that just
that's his general play.
I mean, I wanted the seer to come out because I was
Joseph's trying to do that, so Guami's going to do that to draw a distraction.
Yeah.
Which was I expected.
Yeah. Who was the Frankenstein?
Yeah. When Joseph was out in the open, that is
William.
information was not as valuable at that point. It was only 1, but.
The funny thing is, the 3 people I named as fake seer, one of them was Chris, and he wasn't a werewolf yet. He turned.
I did.
William, you made yourself too obvious as having a role, and that was the one night I picked William, and you guys were all looking at me so confused, like, guys, he is a role. We have to.
Well, the reason was it was the 3rd vote, and someone was just about to nominate. Someone nominated me. I'm like, okay, there's nothing I can do to defend this other than come out that I have a role.
Yeah.
Nobody paid attention. Nobody paid attention to that vote when Ayahu came out. And people did not vote Joseph because every single wolf is in the list of people that voted up. You just
I voted down.
That list one by one.
I voted down. I noticed every other wolf did, and I was like, "That's suspicious. Why is nobody voting? Nobody voting down?"
At that point,
Kyle saved us. Kyle saved us by doing the whole computer screen thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's what happened. I didn't
Connor, when you were trying to go for Nick, you didn't know the hunter. That's the thing. Like, because I knew I was the hunter, I knew that I could pick out Nick the next day.
I played too many games with Nick where Nick dies early. I don't like killing him.
Yeah, I didn't want to kill Nick early. That felt dirty.
When he got aggressive.
I felt bad killing Blake early, though, but at least he was a roll.
So here's a question. What Connor just said, Connor repeated it later. When William died, Connor said, well, obviously they went after William because he said, don't kill me really hard. So that we all felt on the Discord that gave you away, Connor, and your whole thing was gone because you brought
kind of okay with it. I was the Wolf Cub, so I was okay with being a suspicious.
Well, we figured you were the Wolf Cub because you were playing like you were okay if you got killed or
but he didn't even really get suspicion. I mean, you successfully like gaslit and railroaded half the village over and over and over.
The entire game ever suspected me.
Yeah, I thought about throwing the suspicion of like, why is Connor alive? But people don't like that meta thinking, so.
I suspected Connor, but when he and Harryman went after Julia, that like cleared him to me because I kept I kept trying to do the as the second nomination, but everyone would jump in with some other name before I could even get a chance to talk to do a second nomination. And so I was like, and then as soon as he and Harryman killed Julia, I was like, oh, I guess maybe I was wrong about him.
I also learned later on that you guys wanted to keep clearing people, so I was like, I'm going to nominate the Werewolf first pick so that we don't pick them again and get them for the second pick. That's why I nominated Julia.
Yep.
The first time I was hoping we wouldn't go after again, but then Harriman wanted to. So
I figured that's what you're going for.
Yeah, that was the thing with this game is basically the only thing the Bones did was clear the second nomination, so the Werewolves just needed to not be in that, which they successfully pulled off.
Mm-hmm.
Like as long as a non-werewolf was nominated for the second one, the Bones did not really provide any information.
So what happened to you for like 1 or 2 days where you didn't show up on the third? Were you just trying to?
There was really no reason for me to show up because you're gonna kill, and if I vote to save, like you should kill because otherwise you're gonna get to, like it just didn't make sense for me to save.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, let me just throw out the fact that maybe they're not cleared because maybe he just missed the vote for some reason.
Yeah, the only thing that coming in and voting up did was it's like, okay, so now they'll know like 1/10 of a second ahead of when they would have known.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
I would establish a strategy from the beginning. For example, you would
we couldn't talk to him. We couldn't coach him.
If the Seer is put on the stand. Right?
Yes. So that would have been the one time that I should have broken that to vote up. But the problem with that is that then you know that they're a powerful role, so they get killed anyway. And literally everybody that was verified was killed immediately.
Oh, I was like, that's what we need to do. We were trying to do it on alternate nights just in case the bodyguard was still in. We didn't go after that person right away. We wanted to wait a night.
When someone brought up, like, oh, if you're verified,
the
like,
village didn't have much of a chance.
So who was the bodyguard? JoJo?
Yes.
So were there any like close what do you call it? Like close saves where we were about to kill somebody that she was saved?
Yeah, but Nick, the night that the Connor posted Nick, and I was like, no, I take him out as Hunter, but I couldn't really pantomime that.
Yeah.
So
then Nick was protected.
Groupthink for the village. The problem is if you have like a soundly cleared person, like one, then they get killed. It's very helpful if there is a soundly cleared person for like people to speak up and say these other people are also not suspicious because they can't kill 4 people at once. That was the problem. Is there was literally always like 1 or 2 floating safe people. And like
I was really, as a werewolf, I was really happy with the start because like we sort of got rid of Ayahu, which is a good note taker, and we got rid of Jason because of the fight. So we got rid of 2 good villagers early.
We got lucky too. I mean, there was never a Seer the whole game for any information.
Seer never came out.
That really hurt.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a game where that's happened. Like every game I played,
I've never seen a game where the Seer had information given.
Why? Because I was watching it because I had died right before that, and at the time, what happened was Chip had the information on Julia that turn, but then Chip was also the one who called out Joseph on voting for me and nominating me.
So I knew Joseph from night 0.
So I kind of did something good there because like the reason I nominated Ayahu was thinking if I die early, then people are going to think I nominated another werewolf.
So when you nominated Ayahu, I knew you were a wolf. So I was at that point I was wondering like, is Ayahu a wolf? Are they playing that game?
Well, okay. So these things are always a bit of an experiment. Let me give you some of my thoughts on this
looking back at it. Definitely people in the game on the Facebook group gave their opinions of the new character. So first of all, I think I would change the first round if I play with the skeleton again to that you can't nominate yourself. That was a very highly entertaining first round, but yes, I think someone else should have to nominate. You can never nominate yourself for death. I think might just be a new rule in all my werewolf games. The skeleton itself. So when I first thought about the skeleton, one of my thoughts was that it would be an interesting idea, and I thought if I let them vote just every time they give information out, and then I thought, well, if that's going to happen, everyone's going to put someone up who they suspect of being a werewolf for vote number 1. The skeleton will come in, and the skeleton will essentially tell people whether they're good or bad, and then people will, on the second vote, they'll either kill that person or save that person, and it was too powerful. So I said, okay, maybe they can only come in on the final vote. And I said, if they only can come in on the final vote, then every day the first 2 votes won't matter, and it's the final vote that will matter. So I said, okay, they can come in on the second or third vote. But again, if they came in the second vote, they'd have that problem. So I thought, okay, I'll make it so if they come in on the second vote, that's the final vote. I thought that was a clever idea. And kind of it was. But as you can see in this game, it did not work out necessarily the way I'd like it to work out. So I got to think of a way to... I like this character a lot, actually. I like the idea of coming in and voting after you're dead. It's an interesting concept. As you can see, it did not work as strongly in this game, not to mention the werewolves in this game. Let's give them credit. They played masterfully. I don't know that it would have mattered. They just outsmarted the villagers all over the place. It was a very well-played game. Other than Joseph, none of the werewolves were even really that suspected. It was just done. So this was an interesting game. I know that this skeleton was not maybe the best of characters implemented, but that's how you test these things out. We try them out, and hopefully everyone had a fun time playing the game anyway. We'll see. We'll go back to some different characters for the next couple games next week. Thanks so much for watching Werewolf on the Dice Tower. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel. Hope you had a good time.